Welcome back to another episode of BallzOut. Boys.
That's your podcast?
Boys.
That was a change in tone
Boys.
by you.
Welcome back.
Boys.
With a Z?
Listen.
What up?
What a fucking weekend.
Best time of the year.
Bro, why are you so surprised? What do you mean what happened? What happened last night?
Everything happened.
No. Just one thing happened. A lot of things happened.
Okay.
But one thing happened last night that was like, Brady is fucking back. Boys.
That's your big takeaway
Brady's
from
back.
the week?
Yes.
That's
The weekend was great.
A
Brady's
lot's
back.
going on, and he
Yeah.
focused in. He
Yeah,
was like,
big
they're going to
setup.
know this is the big
Brady's back, baby.
Yeah.
He's back.
Now,
What a fucking leader.
What happened?
And I say it like leader.
Right.
yeah. Wow. You have gravel for breakfast?
Listen.
He found himself a little Tampa girl.
I don't know
And
what
he's
bro,
rejuvenated.
Somebody said that. Somebody said that Giselle Petty fucked him.
No, I think
I
think he found
back on
himself-
track.
Maybe.
He found the little Tampa girl. That's what
He did whatever you did, Brady, my boy. Keep doing it.
I
Yeah.
mean, bro, they won, but he didn't look great.
He
do you
looked
mean?
vintage Brady in the last
In the
drive.
last
There was
45
something
seconds
about
of the
it.
game with
last
no
drive.
timeouts.
Yes.
bro.
There was something where you were like, oh.
It felt a little nostalgic.
Bro, I was
I
so
agree
pissed
with
off
that.
the whole
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, fucking retire, man. Fucking retire. And then he got the ball then, and he did it, and I was like,
Anything
you're the
is
man.
possible.
You,
Super Bowl.
You cannot
So
retire.
you just-
Super Bowl's back on.
back on.
Bro, so you just flip-flop that easy? That's
Bro,
it?
listen.
I fucking hate you.
It's happening.
I love you.
It's happening live. It's like the stock market. You know, it's just like you're going like this, you're going like this.
Nah,
but,
man, you got to stay even.
Um,
He's your boy or he's not your boy. That's it.
What a fucking leader. But
All right. Overreaction.
Alabama.
We can move on from that.
Got beat.
A lot of
Last
upsets
second.
in college
Yes.
football. So LSU went for it, right? They went
did.
for two.
They were like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Whatever. We lose, we lose.
Clemson got destroyed by Notre Dame.
What is that? Number 3 in the country
That's
got
my squad.
destroyed.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
They're not
beat
even
the
ranked.
Well, because Ohio State destroyed
Notre
them.
Dame is not even ranked.
Well, they should be now.
Ohio State won.
And
Big
then
win.
Tennessee, Georgia.
Oh,
That
man.
bro, that's
Tennessee
a
got
question.
exposed.
Do we think do we think the Irish are ranked now? Will they
The
get-
Irish are always overrated, I feel like.
Yeah, I think.
I'm
I
not
think-
even trying
yeah.
to hate. Like,
Sorry.
every
I
year
don't
they
think they're
start
ranked
out
yet.
top 10. They
was a
fall
big
out
win.
of the top 10.
It was a big win.
Yeah.
They might give them a dub to get.
They'll be
into-
ranked.
Yeah,
They're,
they might.
what, 2 losses, and then they beat the number 3 team in the country.
They might get
That
ranked.
makes you what?
But it'll be
15?
like
ranked 20?
20th, something like that, 15.
It's a
Put
good
them right
start.
to 15.
It's a good start.
But talking about
But
rank,
you were ranked like 5th.
Tennessee.
I know.
Speaking about rank, Tennessee beats Alabama, and they get automatically propelled.
Hype train, right?
Yo, they're number 1
Right.
over Georgia, which Georgia was like, bro, really?
Were they number 1?
Yeah,
Yeah.
number 1.
Georgia spanked
and Georgia said, okay, watch this.
Yeah.
Fucking rocked.
It wasn't even close. They didn't
Nah.
score a touchdown until
No.
like garbage time
No.
later on.
No.
in the
We
game.
should have kind of seen that
That
coming.
shit was so
right?
one-sided.
That's one of those where we all believed the hype.
Yeah.
They beat Alabama. We
I was
saw
excited.
the cool
I was
TikToks.
excited. I was
Then they
excited.
went to Georgia, and it was like, all right, here's
I was
the
excited
big
for a good game. I didn't. It was kind of like
It
that
was a
England
letdown.
and fucking the Greek,
one. The Titans.
the Titans from
Nice.
Greece. Your balls
was
out
your
on last
fault.
week.
Okay.
Oh my God, this guy. It was kind of like that,
Yeah,
94-4. You know, it was
yeah,
just like,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
you guys could have done something
Yep.
at least. You know.
Hold on, I forgot to spit my gum out.
what
I'm just gonna-
You don't have to bring attention
while
to
while,
it. Just
while,
throw
while
it
you
out.
throw your
So
gum
right,
away.
There we go.
Right in Tito's
What,
hair.
what about the Jets, bro?
We all
Are they
wanted
for
to
real?
pick that upset, but we didn't have the balls
I
to do
literally
it.
was
No.
like,
I was hovering over it.
and it wasn't a trap game because they are good. The Jets are legit.
They
Yeah.
good defense, and they
Yeah.
run the ball.
Even
I
without
just
Bryce.
didn't think it was going to happen. I mean,
Or
I thought it
Brees,
was going to
whatever his
be a
name is.
close loss for the Jets.
I forget every
I didn't
year.
think they were going to win, but they did.
I forget every year how much home field advantage matters. They don't win that game in Buffalo.
That's
You
true.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
facts.
something
That's
about
true.
that in the
Yeah,
NFL.
you're
I
right.
always
We
forget.
should-
Right.
we should've
Yeah,
gone.
I
and
do
you're
too.
like,
I
oh,
didn't think of that.
I never do.
And
until
I
after.
thought of it with Jacksonville. I was like, Jacksonville's good. They're gonna
Yeah.
win that game against the Raiders because they're at home, and they
Right.
did.
Yeah.
I should have.
It happens
Let's
a
speak
lot,
about
right?
this on camera, man. Speaking of, home field advantage.
Do not
and,
say. Oh my God.
What?
Go ahead.
I don't even
What
know
was
what's
I gonna
coming,
say?
but I know
I
I,
don't know.
disagree with it.
Daniel Jones.
Oh boy.
No, wasn't that. It
I
was
thought you
going
were
to
gonna talk
be.
about Daniel Jones.
So we have the pick'ems
Mm-hmm.
every week. This fucking guy's ranked like
I'm killing it.
this guy's ranked like
393 or something like that
in the world, right?
393 in the world. But here's
99.9%.
Here's the downside. Here's the downside. Doesn't bet a fucking
Haven't bet
dollar.
a game.
Does not
The
bet
minute he
$1.
bets, he loses all of them.
Yeah, I'll go
Bro,
0-17.
So just give me your picks. I'll bet.
You
for
have
you.
them. They're in there.
No, afterwards.
No,
that's
we
true.
don't never
That's
fucking
true.
You can't
know.
see 'em.
So we just do this for fun. 393rd.
How much
393
money
in the
would I
world.
be up if I started with like
Start
1,000?
fucking
You'd be making
parlaying,
some money.
bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? We got to get a TikTok channel going just for his bets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
we
for
need
his
this
bets.
segue. I'm like 80 and 40.
We should
Like
we should do a
85 and
segment
40.
at the end of the show. We should do a segment where you pick
dude,
like
I
3
don't-
games.
It's
and
gonna
You
go
know-
downhill
you know what I
as
think
soon
you
as we
need?
do that.
A little bit of Himalayan salt on your water.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I don't know. Sure says that he puts salt in his water.
Himalayan
Which
pink,
is just-
Himalayan
it's salt.
pink sea salt in your water will hydrate you better.
I need
There's
to do
salt
that.
in Gatorade.
Tito
I
asked
don't
me if my
believe
pee
You
was
can't just
yellow
be
or
like fucking
white, and I said it
table
was
salt.
yellow. So
That's
I need
bad
to do
for
that,
you.
I guess.
So it's got to be salt like from the ocean where the water's undrinkable.
No, that's
No,
not.
it's sea
You need
salt.
to,
bro.
you need to go to Wilmington
No.
and just dip your feet.
Listen,
Dude,
Himalayan
I go
sea
downstairs
salt, bro,
and
is
I
not the
see
same.
him before we come up here, and he's going shh, and I'm like, oh, he's putting electrolytes in there. Well,
No,
salt.
Pink salt.
Like
bro.
he's drinking a Corona. And he
What's the
just
difference
poured a
between pink salt and white salt? Why?
Table salt's fucking bad for you, man. Iodized table salt. You shouldn't
doesn't
even
know
use
that.
it on
He's
your
just
food.
saying
I
Anything.
believe it though. He does
No,
his research
man.
on that stuff, so
Bro,
I'll
no,
give
it's
him
just,
that
I'm
one.
not gonna go into great detail.
How you
Boring.
feeling?
No,
right
please,
now?
we
Oh,
don't
I
need
feel
that.
so fucking
He's
energized.
He's
never
very
been
hydrated.
So hydrated
No,
in
I
his
mean-
life.
He feels very hydrated. If you pee right now, it's just like clear pee right now.
It's spring
Always.
water. You,
Always.
Yeah.
Mine's always yellow.
You don't drink enough water.
I drink a lot of
Wait,
water.
sure,
But it's
well,
not salt water.
Put the salt in your
Sure.
water. See what
I'm
happens.
gonna try that.
When you wake up, it's clear.
No, not when I wake up.
Okay, because you had a problem. then,
No,
'cause,
no.
like-
Wait,
Not when I
when-
wake up.
what's the difference?
I mean, bro.
I guess when you're
wake up,
sleeping,
yeah,
you
you're
filter
sleeping.
different things and stuff.
I mean, you're not drinking for fucking 8 to 10 hours or however
because
long
you're
you sleep.
asleep.
You're
Louis.
looking at me like you knew this shit. You didn't know this.
No, but
You're
I know
fucking
you
sleeping.
can't drink while
You're
you're
not
sleeping.
drinking.
Dr. fucking Magoo over here. All right. Balls out.
Non-salted water.
There you go.
Topics for today. We're going to be talking about the ladies at the daycare. I don't even know where this daycare was, where they put screen masks
I know.
on.
I wish we could put
and
a
we're
clip up.
scaring
of
freaking
it, but-
kids that were 4 years old. I want to see you guys. I want to hear you guys' opinion on that. We'll be talking about Adidas selling Yeezys without the Yeezy logo on them.
Yeah.
Steve Nash gets fired from the Brooklyn Nets. Ime Udoka is the candidate that they have.
Is that the guy that cheated on his wife with someone in the Celtics
That is-
organization?
yes, that's the guy.
Just want to make sure. everyone
That's the
knows.
guy. We'll talk a little bit about Kyrie and everything going on with him. We'll talk a little bit about Takeoff's death, R.I.P. Takeoff. And then if we can get to Josh Primo, we'll get into that and we'll have a conversation about Josh Primo and see that craziness going
NBA
on over
heavy
here.
today.
San Antonio Spurs. Yep, NBA heavy today. All right,
Wah, wah.
balls out. Balls out.
Me?
Yeah.
Balls out. Okay,
Balls out.
so I try to sometimes just, spice it up.
This is
mix
going to
it
be
up, right?
incredible.
No, it's really not. It's
I'm
probably
excited.
semi lame, but so sometimes I'll go more the business route than the sports route just to kind of move away from it. But what I thought was pretty legit is, so you guys have probably heard over the last year that any transactions through Cash App or Venmo or any PayPal or shit like that, anything over $600, that it's reported to the IRS. You know this, right?
Yes.
I didn't know this.
You did not know this?
No.
So if you Cash App me $800, well, that's on a fucking ledger somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, Cash App your kids.
I've done that.
You look
Yeah, no
concerned.
shit.
I've done that a lot.
No
Oh,
shit. Right, which, I'm not exactly sure how that all plays out or what it means, but it's kind of fucking bullshit because, again, people are always
Yeah, if I want to send you
like
$800, why does that need to be,
exactly.
That's for you.
Well, so Zelle now has come out and they're just like, well, yeah, we're not doing that. So you can just send money through us.
They're sticking it
And,
to the man.
The one that's the hardest to send money through.
Absolutely. yeah, it fucking clearly is.
The one that no one
They
has.
realize that. And they're
Nobody
like, how
uses-
can we get more people to,
Yeah,
to use
yeah. And so now, your small business owners or whatnot, like there was one gentleman in particular said that he had noticed that the payments that he's taking in now at this point through Zelle have gone from like 15% to like 60% of his business, and it's like, yeah, no fucking shit.
Yeah.
You know, $600 is a fucked up number.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Right.
if you're doing like Swift, if you're doing wire transfers or things of that nature, it's anything 10,000 and above is
Right.
reported. Okay, that makes sense, right? You know, I mean, I do all my business.
How
through
many
bank
people
wires
send
anyway.
their kids ththousands?
Yeah.
You know,
Or
for college
imagine-
during
yeah,
the
and
semester.
actually- college and shit.
I actually misquoted that. I mean, all bank wires are, ledgered, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we
But
do
they're
all
not
our,
reported.
all bank wires.
Bank wires are.
Bank
That makes
wires.
sense.
I do all
Yeah,
my
bank
business
wires.
through
Bank
bank
wires.
wires.
Yeah,
That's
that
just
makes
what
sense.
it is.
Deposits
But
of
when I was saying the
10,000,
10,000, if it's a cash deposit, of 10,000 or more, some type of check or transaction is 10,000 or more, it's reported. But anything less than that typically isn't. And okay, even if it was 5,000, 6,000 something, but $600 is like you're fucking talking
Right.
about
Yeah, that's
anything
stupid.
and
It's a
everything.
PlayStation 5 for Christmas. that
It's
you send.
anything,
So-
right?
Exactly.
And it's like that's kind of, to me, that's where it's like, hey, look, this is bullshit, because it's like, I paid my taxes on the money that I earned
Yeah.
for the year already.
Yep.
So if I want to, like you said, buy someone a fucking PlayStation for Christmas, that's my business,
Yeah.
right? Like I can do that.
And
without
people
it
aren't
being ledgered.
necessarily just sending you that money, right? Maybe we're going on a trip and you're
Yeah.
buying the hotel for the golf trip, and I'm like,
I'm
hey,
paying you
take my
back.
600.
Exactly.
It could be anything.
And all of a sudden they're saying, no, this is
Or
income
it's
to you.
sometimes it's just money that goes back and forth. I could lend you fucking
Yeah, and then I
800,
gotta
pay
give
me
you money
and
back.
then I gotta
Now
lend
that
it to
goes
you
on a
again, and
ledger.
you fucking pay it
You
back.
get me all fired up.
I mean,
Right,
how many
I've
times
done
you
that
do
with my
it with,
sister. I've done that with family, with different. Like
I do it with
I'll
my
send them money,
kids.
send me back.
It's like, look, I do it
Let's
with my
not
kids
confess
because that's how
on
I give them
camera.
money to fucking pay for gas or pay for food or do whatever. They
Yeah.
have their Cash App cards or whatever.
Well, that says a lot about me because I don't even have that type of money to lend someone. But regardless, so does that mean that we're going back to cash? You think that we're going back to cash at some point?
Oh, I haven't really thought about that, but no, I do not think
I
that.
was about to say no.
There's
I
no
don't think
way.
so.
I think it's the point of it is
We're going to
obviously,
Zelle.
Yeah,
That's where we're going.
I mean, it's tightening up more and more. The reason why $600 became this is because there's more.
There's a lot of
scrutiny.
transactions.
There's
Right.
more. Like
Yeah.
we're gonna watch more and keep eyes more. So there's more. I mean, what they hired, 10,000 plus new IRS agents, whatever, to look at small businesses and this and that, and like, so it's gonna be. There's definitely more scrutiny. Cash is not. That's going away, man.
So how is Zelle getting away with this?
Fuck if I know.
They're saying just do something about
Like
it.
I said, they're the hardest ones to send money to.
I don't know
You
if
have
that's
No,
how
but
they're
I'm
getting
saying
to
with the
your-
government, like, are they just
Oh
saying,
no, I don't.
and what?
I don't know if it was necessarily where it's a thing where they're saying you have to do this.
Oh,
Cash
okay.
App and Venmo are more or less like
Taking the initiative and saying we're doing this.
right, and Zelle is
Pricks.
just like no,
Allegedly.
we're good.
Allegedly.
Right? Allegedly.
So that means
still
that
love you,
there's
Cash
no.
App.
That means that there's no legal reason behind them doing this. They're just doing it for the fuck of it. Like,
There's got to
I
be
don't
something.
know.
There's got to be
I'm
something.
upset.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I'm upset.
I'm upset. I don't understand why I'm upset, like John said, but I'm upset.
I'm fired
I
up.
don't want to send fucking money. If you ask me for money, I'm not sending it through Cash
Right.
App.
Don't blame me. Blame Cash App.
Blame
Blame-
Zelle. It
Let's
is
see.
Venmo.
No,
Is
so-
Venmo like that too?
So I'm sorry. So it was an IRS rule change that came into effect on January 1st, requiring third-party payment processors such as Venmo and PayPal to issue 1099-K forms to any user who receives more than $600 in payments via their cash apps and also file them directly with the IRS. So that's the thing. They are directly filing this. They're not sending it to you and waiting for you to file. They are
It's there.
filing it
So
directly.
no. So
They can kick rocks.
so for
Right.
but I guess the meaning of payments is what's confusing me, because if I lend you money and you send it back,
This is what I'm sorry. This is I have the answer
That's
to
not
your I have
earning.
the
It's
answer to your
business
question
accounts.
here.
It's business accounts.
Well, no, this is what it is. It's not that Zelle has basically said, "Oh, fuck you guys, we're not doing it." Zelle is saying the new rule doesn't apply to them because it's a bank-to-bank payment service.
that's why Zelle is
Because
harder.
it's a network that does not hold funds.
Correct.
They're not holding the funds.
Interesting.
Venmo will
Zelle
hold
is
them.
within.
Cash App holds it. Right?
Yeah, and you can cash out when you want to
Yeah, but
cash out.
PayPal.
But
can
you
hold
have
the
cards
funds.
that you use. It uses like a debit. Like it's Cash App is technically a bank.
Yeah, they're
if you
trying
think
to
of
they're
it.
trying to straddle both sides of the
Yeah,
line now.
and
Right.
then that's why. And Venmo's doing the same thing, and that's why they're making
guess,
these changes for
yeah.
them, because they are straddling both sides of
So
fence or
that
whatever you
was
call
it. So that is the
I don't know.
BallzOut.
Yeah, I'm
Next
upset.
up, I mean,
The
Cash
BallzOut.
App. Cash App
John's
has
like,
the
"Fuck
money.
Yeah, I don't even
Not
do that.
sending
What's
money
that?
with
Cash
them
App has the money and has the stature to just be like, oh yeah, well fuck you guys, we're a bank now, so we're also not gonna charge.
I
But
guess
see,
maybe
do-
if they did
see,
that,
you can buy stocks through them.
Bitcoin.
You can do a savings account with them.
Yeah.
They're a bank.
They are. They
That's
send
not
you a
bank.
debit card.
Yeah, I have a debit card. You have debit cards.
I do.
So it's like,
Well, get ready for tax season.
I don't know.
But,
Oh, boy.
but the difference is that okay, so Cell is bank to bank, right? They're saying when it comes to Cash App, they're holding the entire thing all the time. It's not that you're transferring to another bank and another bank is transferring
Right.
to you directly.
You're getting
but
paid.
But that money comes into. So the way I put
From
money
a
into
bank,
my
yeah.
Cash App is from my bank. I put
True.
money into my
That's
Cash App,
true.
and I send money to my son.
Right, but
for
the thing
different
is,
little things.
the thing is this: the money can sit in your Cash App. You can continue to collect payments into your Cash App and PayPal, and you know, it's not the same to set up a Cash App. You just
But I
fucking
get what
right
he's
off your
saying.
phone.
When it's
you
sitting
can't set
there,
up a Wells Fargo account like that or a Bank of America account so simply.
Yeah, but money
No.
that sits in my Cash App isn't.
it's sitting in his Cash App bank account.
Yeah,
is what he's saying.
I
They're a
put
bank.
that money in there.
Again, I'm not sure. Somehow there's a difference, I assume, because that's what's
No,
going on.
we're gonna fight this,
Yeah.
Louis,
Yeah.
and we're gonna get to the
So
bottom
the point
of this.
is,
I'm going
use
to the
use
justice.
fucking Zelle. Zelle's the way to go. I guess
Zell's
for
the way,
now.
but that one takes forever, and
It
it's
does
just
take
pain in
forever,
the
and it's a
ass.
huge pain in the ass.
Allegedly.
My brother
Cash
does
App
that
is
all
so
the time.
much
Hey, I
easier.
sent you money through Zelle. I'm like, okay, well,
I'll see it in a
two
week.
All right, good balls out. I like that. I like that a lot.
Thanks for getting
Something
me fired up for no reason. Sure.
All right,
It's the
what you
salt
got?
water.
All right, my balls out is Houston Astros won the World Series.
Boom.
6 games against the Phillies. Some people say, I'm not saying I say this, that the Houston Astros are a scummy, cheating organization that will be cheaters forever.
They've
That
cheated
should
before.
never get any respect, that they are a black stain on base. I'm not saying these things. Some people are saying this, that they should never be respected as
Allegedly.
an organization again. But they won the World Series this time without cheating, most likely, right? I mean, no, I'm not sure. But
Most
Allegedly.
likely.
it would take a lot of balls
Allegedly.
to cheat again. So I've always thought, I think anyone who follows baseball, this Astros team has been good for years. They won in 2017, which was the cheating scandal. They made it to the World Series after that. They didn't win, but they've been good forever. So I think technically Astros fans, Astros players, they feel like this vindicates us. This takes the asterisk away, right? We showed you now we can win without
we can
cheating.
do it, yeah.
It's like Barry Bonds getting drug tested all the time and then hitting 73 home runs and saying, I can do it without steroids. I want to ask both of you, all three of you guys, do you think this takes the asterisk away from the one that they won when they were cheating?
I'll start it off and say yes. I as a fan, right? When they cheated before, there was an asterisk, obviously, and I think they should. I don't know. Did they get stripped?
They didn't get stripped of the title. No, so
They lost like
all
draft
the
picks and
all the
stuff,
players like kind of snitched.
Yeah.
And there was no punishment for the players, but the coaching staff got punished. So they lost their manager. He got suspended for, I think it was a year. Carlos Beltran was going to get the Mets job. He lost it because he had been there. So Alex Cora.
Yep.
Yeah. So basically all the players,
He
they
left
were like,
Boston,
if you
right?
guys admit, help us get to the bottom of this. You guys are good. You keep the World Series.
By the
But
way, how impressed are you that I know the name Alex Cora?
I'm shocked.
Well, he's Puerto Rican. So
I'm
you know,
shocked.
I was gonna say he's Puerto Rican. You know?
So yeah, I guess I shouldn't
So
be that.
I would say yes. It vindicates them because they're far away moved from that team. It's not the same team. There's a couple players in there that Altuve and Bregman or whatever, right? That were on that
Gurriel.
team, Gurriel. But I feel like they're enough years moved away from that.
Yeah, no.
But no. Does
I
this
agree, but
vindicate
that's not what
the
he
one
asked.
that they won in 2017?
No. I'm saying
That was the question
Maybe I'm
he
not
asked.
understanding the vindication.
He's saying that the old
Does this
team
kind of
that's
take
got
the
black-
asterisk away from the
Oh
2017
no,
one?
it doesn't.
That's what he's
no,
asking.
it doesn't.
Because you don't know if they would have won that one, right?
No, 100%.
Technically.
Because
That's
they
the
cheated,
problem.
obviously.
Yeah, I was
if
gonna,
they
so I'm
cheated.
saying
Okay,
what exactly
Yeah.
what he's saying. And now
Right.
it's a different team.
Great for this
Different-
team.
Yeah, for this
different,
team.
different team, different
But it doesn't change that.
circumstances,
No, I
and
get
they
it.
won,
Right.
and they did it the right way, and it's different players, and
Right.
that's it. The old team, No, they different players, different
Right.
They fucked up. They
circumstances.
cheated.
You cheated. You fucked up. You stick with
Right.
that.
I don't
That's it.
think
Shit
this
stripped.
this doesn't
No.
clear that
No.
team, right? Because
Absolutely not.
No, how does it?
maybe
No.
they would have won that 2017 World Series without cheating. Like
Right.
I'm not saying
Maybe.
they
They were that good.
but we can't give you the benefit of the doubt ever. For
Wasn't it like, gong, gong, like
they were
hitting-
banging the trash.
banging
can.
on trash
I mean,
cans
they
and
had
shit?
cameras in center field telling them
Yeah.
the signs. That was sleazy.
Talk about balls.
So
out.
congrats to an organization that once cheated and slandered their way to the World Series title for winning one properly. This
What I'll
time.
say is this, right? From a very extremely casual standpoint, right? I don't even watch.
Your
the
opinion
World-
matters just as much as anyone else's.
Well, not according to Sure, but
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Nah.
Pachoo.
No,
Everybody
but
gonna die.
like I didn't even watch the games, right? I just knew that they won because of social media and whatnot,
Right.
right? And you guys tell me, is the team actually good? Because like if you talk to me about names
Yeah,
of
they just
inside
won,
of
yeah.
names inside of baseball, none of the players besides Altuve jump out of me as like, yeah, I've heard about this guy for years.
No,
and
they're
he's-
superstars.
They're
They are.
superstars?
They have
Oh,
Yordan
okay.
Alvarez, who's a superstar
Yeah.
now.
Oh, okay,
Justin
okay.
Verlander, superstar. Bregman, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
okay,
have
okay.
a new shortstop
they're-
who's
they're
a
legit.
star.
Gotcha. Okay, because
Yeah, they
that's-
didn't
that's-
get lucky and like it
Okay,
wasn't
okay.
some miracle run
The
to the
Phillies
World
were good.
Series.
I thought the Phillies were gonna take it.
I wanted the
I
Phillies.
really
to take
thought they
it.
were gonna take
Bryce
it. but
Harper is worth every penny.
After it was tied 2-2, it was like Houston was just like, nah, it's not happening.
Well, and they
anymore.
got no hit too.
And they did, yeah, true.
That
Also,
hurts.
Congratulations to Dusty Baker.
mattress.
Oh, that's a good story.
That's a good story.
Mattress Mac?
Mattress
Dude,
Mac.
possibly the biggest winner. Of
Holy
$10
shit.
million.
Yeah.
He bet. Overall,
175.
That's how you do it.
So John, explain what
That's
you
balls
explained to
out.
us as far as like there's like it seems really big, but like he has actually very little risk.
He's a very smart man.
So what he does, and I'll explain it as best as I can. I don't know if I have it right, but he runs this furniture empire in Houston, and he goes ahead and basically does a promotion every year where he's like, if the Astros win the World Series and you buy a mattress from me this year, you get a full refund. So because of that, he sells a shit ton of furniture every year, and he takes some money, bets it on the Astros. So if the Astros win, he refunds everyone, and he keeps all the extra money that he made. And if the Astros lose, he still sold a ton of mattresses. I mean, the guy is an
Very smart
absolute
man.
genius.
Very smart man.
Yeah, so I mean, I think with them winning, he comes out way ahead because he bet this at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
The odds are bigger. But even if he had lost, if the Astros hadn't won, he made money based off how much he sold.
So what's equivalent to $10 million to us normal guys, right? Like, how much would you be willing to risk where you're like, you know what, this is my fucking team? Like Giants winning the Super Bowl. If you know they're a good team, because the Astros were a good team. If you know the Giants are a really good team at the beginning of the season, let's say this year they don't win, but they stack up and then they draft really well, and next year, how much would you be willing to bet that's balls out, not fucking $50? I'm saying balls out.
Like you're
this guy,
you're
10
sweating.
million.
You're
What is
sweating.
the equivalent to us normal guys?
I mean, I guess it's kind of like a two-part answer. The first part of it is, it sounds like the way, if I was set up, the way he is set
Right.
up, where it's if the Giants win, I get,
Right.
I get this. If they lose, I get
He's
this.
hedging his
if
bets.
You're hedging
Okay.
your bet.
Okay.
It's different.
That
so
definitely.
the same thing. We're hedging a bet.
Okay,
How
so
much?
I guess the question, again, it's not that simple, but because then I'm just like making up a number, so I would really have to think this through. So with the $10 million that he bet, explain this to me again. So explain the whole mattress thing again.
So he does a promotion.
Yeah.
Right? And he has a ton of, we think it's not like a mattress firm on the corner. In
Yeah,
Houston, he's huge.
Yeah.
So he says anyone who buys furniture this whole year, or mattress, whatever it may be, if the Houston Astros win the World Series, you get a full refund. So if you think about it, why would you not buy from there? Right? Because you need a mattress anyways, you need whatever, and you've got a chance to get it for free. So he does incredible numbers selling the furniture, and then based on that, he picks a number to where he bets it, and he's like, okay, this will cover me if the Astros do win.
This is how much I would pay back to the
Right.
mattresses.
And this is how much I would keep. And then if they don't win, this is the number I need to bet to still make a profit off everything that I sold. So it's really not a hard decision
Yeah.
for him. He wins either way.
So let's not make
why
it that
it's not
complicated.
really-
Yeah, let's just
Yeah,
say without the
that's where
hedging piece.
He's winning either way.
Yeah, without the hedging piece, how much would you be willing to put? Like, you're that fan that you're like, you know what? I'll put up
Again,
this much money.
I mean,
so different.
it's
though.
a lot.
Yes.
No, but check it out.
Same.
No.
He's
it
asking
isn't. It
you how
isn't.
much you love
But
the
how
Giants.
much would you? How much do you love the Giants? How much would you put up?
Bro,
It can't be 50. It could be anything above 50.
No, bro, that's such a loaded question.
What? Do
For
you
me,
mean?
You're
Like,
stressing him out,
If
dude.
I'm set up
He's
in
sweating
a
over
way
here.
where I hedge myself.
No. Forget about the hedge.
He just wants to know how much you're willing to gamble.
How much
If
you're
you're,
willing
if
to
you're
gamble
saying to me that I have no
win the
hedge,
Super Bowl.
and it's how much would you bet, and
Yes.
if you just lose, you fucking lose
Yes.
all
That's
your money.
Yes,
exactly.
that's
I
exactly
don't know
what
why
I'm
he's
saying.
asking, but that's what he's asking.
More than 50.
You want to know?
Yes.
0.
No, I said more than 50.
I don't.
I said if you were that guy.
If
I'm
I
not
was
saying
what
you
guy?
are.
He hedged himself.
No, forget about the hedging.
I'm more like that
How
guy.
much do you believe
I am
in your
more like
He
that.
just
guy.
doesn't
wants to
believe
know
them.
how
He doesn't
much money
fucking
you're
believe
going
in
to
them.
lose.
How? Okay.
I would bet
Here would be-
$500 on the
here would
Bucks
be another
to win the Super
question.
Bowl. I would put up that
I mean,
money.
all right, yeah, whatever. If
Okay,
I
how
can
much would you
fucking-
be willing to bet to win $1 million?
to win $1 million?
How much
Okay.
are you?
500 is my max. I would
You
bet
wouldn't
on
bet
the
1,000?
Bucks. No.
Wait,
Wait.
what? What?
You're saying
No,
if,
that
if
was
I
my
bet
next
1,000,
question. What's the fucking payout? If you're saying if the Giants win, I
You
get
get
$1
$1 million. Yes.
Okay, yeah,
How
there you
much-
go. That's a good one.
You're willing to risk a lot.
I would risk. Yeah.
How much? What's the lot?
If the odds were 10-1,
Yeah.
fucking, and I felt good about them,
Yep.
and they're in the Super Bowl.
He's like,
No, they're
he's
not in
trying
the
to
Super
get
Bowl.
to-
Oh.
At the beginning of the
Oh,
year.
The beginning of the
okay,
season.
Beginning of the season.
The beginning of the
okay,
season.
Okay.
Not at the Super Bowl.
Beginning
Dude,
of the
he was
season.
about to put a foreclosure
Yeah.
on it. He was about to
like,
leverage
wait a
his
minute.
house, his car.
I'm like,
No,
so
no,
they
no.
just got to
In the
pull off
begin-
one
Bro,
win?
they
Like,
haven't played
I got you.
in preseason. During preseason.
Preseason.
You have to make this bet.
Okay.
It's 10-1 bet.
And we're talking about Giants like over the last 5 years?
No,
or-
Giants right now.
The Giants
I
right
said next year they draft. They're
Oh,
a good
okay.
team.
Yeah,
they draft
okay.
good
I
next
was-
year.
I was more stuck on the hedge. I got
No,
it.
yeah.
Okay. How
They
much am I going
This
to
is
bet?
like
to
pulling fucking teeth.
Bro, give me this fucking answer,
probably-
bro.
To win $1 million? I probably bet 10 grand.
Is that 10-1?
You'd
That
bet
is 10-1.
15.
No,
Is that
that's
10-1?
Here's what I like to do.
No,
Hang on.
what's 10 so 1,000. So you're saying 10? You would win 10 million then?
No.
right?
No. Bro, is this the
I'm
fastball
lost.
thing
Yes,
all over again?
yes.
If
We
two-
said
is
10 to
always
1.
fucked.
What's 10 to 1?
If two
10
steam
times
trains
10
are
is
traveling in
100,000.
Okay, so 10,000 would get you how much?
You said $1 million. That would be 100 to
My
one.
scenario was
I would-
just how much are you willing to bet?
How much were you willing to lose
win a
if
million
you're
if
gonna fucking
they
win $1
win?
million if they win a Super Bowl? I would, if I had to bet $10,000 and to get $1 million payout that those fuckers would win. I'd fucking, and I lost 10 grand. I lost 10 grand. 'Cause
You
that-
do
that-
15.
You believe in them
you
that
do
much?
15.
It's maybe I do 15.
You
Maybe
believe
you
in
do
them that
20.
much?
I don't know about that.
Wait. You believe in the
It's
Giants
just
that
an
much?
odd
Not about.
things,
It's not
though.
about
The
me
payout is
believing
worth
in them.
so
The
much.
payout is worth it.
Yeah, but if you don't get paid out,
Then you don't get paid
that's
out.
gambling,
But I'm betting
Louis.
$10,000.
then you don't believe in them. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, here's what you're saying. You bet fucking $500, but the
That's how much I believe in my Bucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but the payout's not there.
So you
That's
wouldn't
fine.
bet? You wouldn't bet $1 million, 1,000?
1,000 I would bet.
What about
10,000?
2,000?
Hell no.
2,000 for
Bro.
$1 million.
To get
For $1
paid
million, yes.
million.
What about 5?
Okay.
That's
no,
what
that's too
we're
much.
saying.
20 I would say
For
I would say
$1
like
million.
2,500
For $1
for a
million.
million.
Probably
But you
10.
have to also believe that your team can get there and win.
No, at this point, it's just the odds are too good to
Bro,
pass up.
but what you said was they draft really well and they're an awesome team and okay, in that scenario,
And they get a girl
we got,
from Florida
we got
Right.
to
All
sidetracked.
right.
pump you up.
We got
We did.
sidetracked.
Moving on.
You
Louis
got a girl
brought
from
out
Florida
the
to pump you up
scenario.
before the
I'm
game.
sorry.
Tito, you're gonna have to edit out that whole segment.
He's about to switch it to how
All right,
much would you
guys.
pay for a
Here we
Super
go.
Bowl?
Here's my
Right.
balls out. I want to hold the mic and I want to tell you a story.
I'm going to close my
I
eyes
want you
and
guys to
listen.
close your eyes and imagine yourself as a husband. Tito, close your eyes. Close your
Close
eyes.
your eyes.
Imagine yourself as a husband.
All right.
And you've been married for 10 years.
I have.
You're not a husband. You've been married for 10
Proceed.
years, okay? You have an awesome life with your wife. No kids, just an awesome life with your wife.
That
And
is-
then all of a sudden, she gets diagnosed with a terminal disease, okay? Now, check it out.
Hard turn.
They tell her, they tell you and her, You guys had an amazing life.
It's not over yet.
It's not over yet.
He said had.
Have.
Okay.
The doctor tells her,
I can open my eyes.
tells
My eyes have
your
been closed
wife
this whole
and
time.
your husband, and you, the husband, the doctor tells you that she has 9 months to live. At 4 months, she's going to need to be on a wheelchair. At 6 months to about 8 months, she's going to be bedridden. This is the news. This is the devastating news that you just got.
Bro. This is serious.
Like, listen to me.
This is serious.
Just listen.
You made me laugh.
This is serious.
This is the devastating news that you just got.
I'm devastated.
All right. You sit down with your wife.
John's not married.
You sit down with your wife, and she asks you for one wish.
Oh, I fucking know where you're going with this.
She asked you for one wish,
Yeah.
and her wish is
I
to
saw this.
fuck her
Ex. Yeah.
boyfriend. And the reasoning
This was on TikTok, was it
the
not?
reasoning behind her saying this is your wife.
Yeah.
The reasoning is because he was more sexually compatible to her
This isn't
Right.
funny.
than you are as the husband.
Yeah.
Thoughts, please. Thank you.
I
needs
think
to
I
fuck
think
who?
the prognosis of 9 months got drastically lowered after she tells me.
Yeah. So Tito, did you get it?
Who needs to fuck who?
The wife is dying.
Uh-huh.
In her dying wish, she asks her husband to allow him
Oh,
or
to
her
allow-
Yeah.
to fuck her ex-boyfriend because they're more
Because he had better
sexually
dick.
compatible.
This is the dying wish.
Because he
Oh.
had a
Oh, it's
better
her
dick.
dying wish for all
Yeah,
right.
no, yeah, she can. I mean, you're gonna die alone, but she can go
Okay,
ahead.
at least
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She's like,
So you're okay. You would be like, you're gonna die alone, but you can
yeah,
go ahead and do
we're
it.
done. I mean, that's fine. You continue your short life, and
He's like, I hope it's painful.
At that point, you gotta be a dick, though, right?
Right.
She
Right.
was a bitch, right? You gotta be a dick
Right.
at that point.
No, but
Go
you
ahead
love
and
her.
live-
You had a great life with her.
live your short
Until
life
that moment,
and
Yeah.
enjoy the dick while it lasts. And
which is a
I'll
short
move on.
4 months.
Well, I
Right.
think with what you're saying is his was, are you accepting of that? And your answer is no.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
that's
you were
right.
angry just saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
I
like-
mean, you're not.
Tito's red over there. Like,
You're,
I mean,
you're,
she can go
you're
fuck
not
it if you want.
saying, hey, no, that sounds really good. Let me know how it
Yeah.
goes.
Let
Right.
me hold your hand.
Right. Yeah. So
Just come
I'm
back,
with
get a
you.
shower, we're good.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that.
Right,
Where
right.
it's like I'm not
Because-
gonna say you can't do it, but but again, I'm not like
I'm not gonna be
Because
there.
if it was
No,
the
I'm
other
out.
side,
Well,
it,
I'm
it
out.
was the
You know
other.
what
If
I
it
mean?
was, if we flipped it, we'll be the biggest
Biggest
asshole in
piece
the
of
No,
world.
they would
shit.
kill us. They would literally
Oh.
kill us in our sleep.
Bro.
No,
Right,
100%.
right.
Like,
Yeah, no, dude. If a dude acts that, it's a fucking
It's
wrap.
over.
You're the biggest. Piece
it would
of
never
shit.
been on TikTok.
Is this
Yeah.
It
real?
would have been on CNN.
Is this real?
So
Yeah.
the husband went on Reddit. This is how everybody found out. He went
Yeah.
on Reddit and
Yeah.
asked people, "What should I do?" Now here,
Because he's like he thinks that he should be okay
because
with
he
it.
feels
He
bad.
feels bad and like he should allow it. That was sort of his general posture.
Do I
And,
allow
like-
her dying wish, or do I say "fuck you"?
And like, is he a piece of shit? If he feels like a piece of shit for feeling like she shouldn't go do that, that's how fucking brainwashed
So
most
what?
of
What?
like, male
What
society
would your
is at
answer
this
be?
point.
What would your answer be?
What would my answer be?
Yes.
I mean, again, like, am I with it? Like, nah, yeah, we're cool and we're good. No, fuck no. I'm kind of like where Tito.
Are
is
you going to the funeral?
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
no,
the
that's-
guy?
like hanging out with,
With
him.
him holding hands.
He's there. Like you drop a flower on the coffin, and then he drops a flower.
That's
on-
just
and
like-
maybe
and
his
What if
flower's
his
bigger.
flower's bigger? Yo, I would die. I would be like, you know what? I was okay with it, motherfucker, until you dropped that flower in there.
Look at that big thorn on the side. Jesus.
Could you imagine that?
Man.
Could you imagine
That's
that?
a movie.
The guy brings
Yeah,
an
that is a
entire,
movie,
just
bro.
a
That's a
bundle
script.
of roses.
That's a
Just
script.
bam.
Dude, so what do? You just look at each other and it's like an awkward silence, like,
He has a shirt that says compatible.
right? I see what you fucking did there.
Yeah. Does he speak at the funeral? You know, this is
That's tough.
no, it's
so
not.
so the
It's not.
so why the only reason so if we take the context that you pulled, right, which
That was the context,
That's
but
the only context we have.
meaning 10 years. Okay, so that means that this girl for 10 years has missed this dick.
that's
Like,
my
Yeah.
my
shit.
thing would be that I would be like, we're done. You can go do that, but because we're done, not because I'm allowed.
No,
we have
exactly.
To get
We're
divorced.
done.
Like we're
Right.
done.
We're done.
You're making her sign it on
Like,
her deathbed.
You're signing
divorce.
right
Yeah,
now.
we're
No,
done.
not on the death. Right now, you sign a divorce, and then you do your
And
thing.
go do your thing.
That's it.
And enjoy the rest of your
final
life.
And she's
wish.
like, no,
Yeah.
but I love you. Like, this is just, it's strictly sex.
It's just your dick is not that.
Yeah. I want you to understand. It's
Your
not you.
thorns
You
aren't.
just suck at sex.
Right.
No,
Bro,
like
because if I
as a
go to
man, you gotta feel like shit.
Well, how
bro,
do you
like,
recover from that?
for 10
Yeah.
years?
Like, then you're heartbroken and you miss her, and you're like,
And then
but
you bang
why?
the next girl, and then you're like, was I good enough?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
am I compatible with your
That's
ex?
pretty.
That's
You go to your next girlfriend and say, listen, if you were to die in 9 months,
Yeah.
would you still think
Right.
about your ex or me?
right.
was I that good or no?
Yeah, I think that.
This is
I
a
mean,
horrible story.
It's just it's. I
Sorry,
think it's
guys.
such a. I think it's even such a ballsy request. From
Balls
a
out,
person,
baby.
You know,
It
to,
was a
to
balls
be
out.
married for 10 years, and that's
So
that's your
obviously-
dying
You're like, I
wish?
can't die without this.
That's
yeah.
your dying wish.
I
Like,
cannot
nothing
die
to really
without
do with
banging him
the
one more time,
husband
bro.
you've been with for all this
That
time.
is great.
But that
I cannot die without banging my ex one more time. I haven't
Right.
seen him in 10 years.
Right.
Bro, in 10 years,
well,
what can you look like?
yeah.
I think it's
Should.
safe to assume that it
Should.
hasn't been 10 years since the last time.
I mean, you're
Oh,
doubting
that's a good
everything.
point.
That's what I was
That's a
gonna
good
say.
point.
But then the
Yeah,
other side of it is, then why are you asking permission? Just continue.
But if you
True,
don't know,
true.
she has to ask for permission.
I don't like this lady.
Or,
No, facts.
I don't like this
Facts.
or she seen them on Facebook and he has his shirt off.
Oh,
and she's
maybe.
Like, you know what?
Maybe that.
I would have
I don't know.
that, man.
And here's the other thing: who says the other guy's even down?
I know. He's probably like, bitch.
It's like how fucking
10
presumptuous
years.
Yeah,
are you?
imagine. And then she ruins what's
Yeah.
left of the marriage, and the guy's like, "No, dude,
How
like I'm
fucking
married."
Yeah,
right?
but
That was 10 years ago. What do
yeah,
you-
but you can't take that risk without knowing that he's down.
yeah,
Bro,
that's true.
you know what? It sounds
Well,
like
she
maybe
doesn't-
she took
it
that-
sounds
She
like
doesn't
maybe
care,
you're not
yeah.
really thinking. So maybe it's like, oh yeah, fucking, and the guy's like, what? What are you talking about?
So when did it
My
happen?
own
Did it
life.
happen when you got the new? Like you're in the office with the doctor, and the doctor tells you you're gonna die, and the first
I
thought
don't
is
think
She
like,
my
just
first
turns
thought.
right to him.
No.
And you're like, I got him.
yeah, right.
She asked the
this has to be in a
doctor.
movie, bro.
She asked the doctor, "What are my chances of banging my ex?"
Oh man!
Imagine
All right.
that.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was great.
Nice lady. Wish her a speedy recovery.
Moving on. Oh, it's so good, bro. You know she's gonna die, right? RP.
I know this guy, man. He's a nice lady.
All right.
Get well soon.
RP.
Wait,
speaking of ladies.
before we jump into that, I have something I meant to ask you guys before the podcast.
Oh, we got Tito's balls out too.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tito.
No. Go ahead.
I'm a clapper. Okay. Do you guys
I can go so
do
many
you
ways.
guys clap when the plane lands?
No.
I do. Only.
I want to get a clap going.
only
on the plane.
Only when I land in Puerto Rico. That's the only time I've ever done that,
Okay.
and that's tradition.
don't do it.
right? It's
Clap?
tradition. Yeah.
So
when the plane lands.
so I'm a big time clapper.
Okay.
And I thought a lot of people did this.
Oh, boy.
The plane lands, I clap. I want to get a clap
Nobody
going.
claps.
No, I get the claps
Oh,
going.
okay.
Yeah. And then I stop and I'm like, look at you idiots clapping. Movie ends, I clap.
Movie ends.
I've done that before.
I've done it. I've
done it
Not
before.
a fucking hands down.
The last
100%.
time
I am
Batman.
the first one to
Batman
clap.
Begins at the theater
All right.
at the end.
Like I've even clapped before it ends because I'm like,
Do
I
you
want to be
clap
the
when you
first
dance?
one. What?
Do you clap when you dance? Are you a dance clapper?
Yeah, I'm a clapper.
Can
Are
you
you just everything?
Can you clap when the episode ends? That would be great.
Yeah,
Start
I'll
the clap,
clap.
and then
I've-
we
yeah,
you guys got to start.
You've never
though.
done that, actually. So
What?
now I'm offended. Clap. That's when we fucking-
Well, I wanted to see if it was acceptable. Tito, you clap?
tradition.
I used to clap. I don't clap anymore. I'm dead inside.
Like
but-
school speeches, I would clap.
Oh,
And I would clap at like
I
the
was talking
wrong
about-
time, and you'll be surprised that
What was
people
that
will
movie?
just start
Not
clapping
another
with
team
you.
movie where the guy was like, and the
Yeah,
guy was like, not yet.
yeah, that's me in real life.
So with
It's one of my little
movies-
joys.
With movies, I have a story when it comes down to movies. So Logan, the last one of
Great fucking movie.
It was a great
Never
movie,
seen
right?
it.
It was
What?
Logan.
Yeah,
With
from
Wolverine?
Wolverine.
Oh, I've never seen any.
Bro.
I,
He didn't know what to do.
You gotta watch that. On serious though, you gotta watch that shit. You got to tell us next week. That's got to be your balls out, bro. That's a great movie. Great movie.
Yo, speaking of gotta watch it, can't let it go. I'm not the guy that has like a movie list. Like, yeah, watch this movie, and then you're
yeah.
I'll
You
put it
told
on
me.
my list. No one really
gonna
has
watch
a
it.
fucking list. And
This
no one
is
ever
for
watches
real?
your movies. So like, I don't even bother.
No, Logan is too.
Barbarian. Sick,
Have you seen
weird,
it?
fucking.
I wanna
Oh man,
watch
it's
it.
like it's
I wanna watch
trending.
it.
It's legit. You gotta watch it.
We're gonna watch
And
it.
again, I don't do that. Like, you gotta watch this movie because everyone's like, yeah, I'll watch it, but they never do. So I don't even fucking bother. You know.
I'm gonna bother John all week long about this
Like,
Logan
people
shit.
give
You
me
gotta
that
watch
shit
it.
all the time. You know what movie you gotta watch? I'm like, yeah, I'll fucking put it on the list. You know, but there's really
The
no list.
1920.
I don't ever fucking watch anything.
The 1920 American silent drama film. Is that what you're talking about?
No, that's not it.
You should watch that one too. No, that's not the one I mean. It's a 2022. It's on HBO Max right now.
92%
Hulu.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's
it's,
good.
It's fucking.
That means that
100%.
it's good.
Oh, this is about like the Airbnb.
Yeah, it's bro.
I can't watch scary movies.
Oh, you gotta.
I can't watch
Bro,
scary movies.
so legit.
I can't.
It's not scary. It's a thriller.
Yeah, does it have jump scares?
No,
yes, it does.
no,
Yes,
That was a
no,
quick
it
answer,
doesn't.
Brent.
There's no jump
Is
scares.
there,
This guy doesn't watch scary
There's gonna
movies,
be
by
a
the way.
point.
I don't really watch scary movies.
There's gonna be a point where she's like looking in the mirror and
No.
something happens
Nope.
behind her, and I
No.
can't fucking deal with that.
No, it's none of that.
You're reminiscing of Insidious.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I don't watch that
what?
shit.
I watched.
I don't watch
I
that.
watched Chucky by myself when I was like 10.
Right.
And did a number on me.
Yeah. No. This one's not like that, but it's creepy, but it's not jump scare.
What's the movie with Ben Affleck? With the chick.
The Town. I
No.
love that movie.
Ben Affleck. Oh no, I
Love
know you're
that
talking about Deep Water or some shit like that with
Oh,
Ana de Armas
Ben Affleck
with the chick. Just put that on Google.
with
See what pops
the
up.
chick. Now the clock's
Bennifer.
ticking. I gotta find this. Gone Girl.
Oh,
Did anyone see? Is it like that?
That's a
I
great
don't
movie.
remember.
That was like right at the end.
That
for
was
me.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know
You've
that
never.
one.
That was a good
I've
movie.
seen it. No, bro.
It was
Gone
like
Girl
a
is great
thriller.
movie.
I don't watch a lot of
suspense.
movies.
Now,
You gotta
now
watch
are you?
this.
Wait. Are you okay with watching movies with kids? Something bad happening to kids? Are you okay with that?
I'm not a huge fan. No.
What happens to kids in them? Oh,
It's called Gone Girl. You forgot the movie.
I know.
Wait a minute.
Never
I
forget.
don't know. I gotta,
It's a great movie.
No,
Great
I didn't mean
movie.
to get us sidetracked.
Yeah, we got
What's
a
the
little
one with
sidetracked.
Denzel Washington where his
There's a
son?
lot.
No,
Oh,
no.
John Q.
John fucking Q.
What a
Oh,
great
that's a great
movie.
Talk about
movie.
crying.
And
after
underrated
I've
for
never
some
cried
reason.
in a movie. That's the only movie I've ever
Oh,
cried.
I didn't cry.
So
And I wasn't even
that
a father
was-
at
that
that
That was
time.
a really
That was
good
a good
movie.
one.
Actually, I
So
was
with
a
that
father.
said, with Logan, I was at the movies. It was Logan. I followed the whole X-Men and
So do I.
Marvel thing
So do I.
for the 20 years that it's been going, right?
Yep.
So Logan comes out. It's
never
the
saw
end of an era when it comes down to that sort of movies and stuff like that. You know,
Yep.
he's been amazing at doing Wolverine and all of that. I start crying uncontrollably when this movie is ending, bro. And I'm like, I don't know why I'm crying so hard right now. Like, holy shit. And then and it's not necessarily because it's sad. Or it was more of like, wow, it's an era ending.
It was Hugh Jackman got you.
Yeah. And
Jackman
then,
got him.
But what was it's like I had like a full grown dude besides me, and he's like watching me cry. I'm like, I don't know why I'm doing this right now. But yeah. So
Is that your balls out?
no. Also,
There
Click.
was this huge guy beside me at the movie theater while I was crying.
Who didn't
So I
cry
took my balls
with
out.
Click, the movie Click.
Adam
Click is
Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
That's
That's
a
a
funny movie.
comedy.
It's a comedy.
It's not a comedy.
Wait, you said you said you cried?
Why
said-
would you cry in that movie?
It's about your father and stuff like losing your life, because you keep rewinding or not rewinding. You keep
Yeah,
like,
I guess there was some sad sentiment.
Yeah, the
yeah.
Okay, but
I haven't
I don't
watched
know
it in
if
a
I
long
cried.
time.
in that
right.
movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, no.
Okay. I guess sure. Whatever. So my balls out.
So you cried.
You remember Dumb and Dumber? Didn't you cry in Dumb and Dumber?
Dude, Talladega Nights. I was just an emotional wreck. Ted 1 and Ted 2
Rudolph
got
the
me.
Red-Nosed Reindeer always gets me.
All right. So
All right.
my balls
No,
out.
but thanks for being transparent.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Very
Always.
transparent. We accept
Authenticity
everybody
goes
here.
a long way.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's cut that out.
Backspace.
My balls out is Logan Paul.
Okay.
Logan
Two
Paul,
Logans in a row.
dude. Logan Paul went ahead. That's right. Logan Paul went into Crown Jewel
Yep.
event in Saudi Arabia, fought Roman Reigns in his third ever match in the WWE.
The number one ranked wrestler, right? Roman Reigns.
Yes, correct.
He's
Roman,
their star, right?
He's their
Yeah.
star. He's
Yeah.
their biggest star. Went over there. Well, I guess we'll go into it, but I mean, did you guys see his performance?
Yeah.
Even like high like clips and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
And
so-
wrestling is real, by the way. So
Did we clap for that?
no. Just
We're gonna be incredible with these claps.
no. I thought it was. I thought it was a great match.
Well,
Proceed.
I mean, it's real in the sense that they can get hurt. Really,
mean, he
like,
got hurt.
very,
Oh, dude,
Like
get
what
hurt.
they are doing
get
is
hurt.
real. The
Facts.
flips
It is
are
real.
real.
Facts.
Right.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
The
yeah.
impressive.
storyline might not
Yeah.
be.
That's impressive.
Sure,
There
it was
you
kind of being a dick there. Yeah.
I think he was very impressive. Like he looks like a natural doing all this clips.
He's
all
an
these
athlete.
flips and stuff like.
Yeah.
He's a great
strong
athlete.
guy.
And I just thought it was amazing that he did because, like, you know, for the longest time, every time that a celebrity goes into one of these matches and stuff like that, they underperform. They don't respect the sport. They don't respect the what goes behind doing all of this physically and stuff like that, right? And it's always a shit show. He goes out there, he does all these flips, he does all this. And one of the things that actually impresses me more, but I guess it's more of a business thing more than anything, he lost.
Yeah.
Because every time that a celebrity goes out there, they win. They always win. Like Donald
Like
Trump
Bad Bunny.
win.
Like Bad
you know,
Bunny.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, yeah. So you know, it's the whole thing where it's like, you know, he's taking this more of. I mean, he has a contract, right? But he's taking it more. It's like, okay, so I'm gonna lose against Roman Reigns, right? I'm not gonna make a fool out of myself, being like, it's only my third match and I'm gonna win, right? He lost, and now like he has like a career.
He's in the
forward.
storyline.
Yeah.
He's in the
Yeah.
storyline now. He's gonna move like now. So I feel like that's amazing. Out of like from any sort. Like I thought I'm very biased towards Bad Bunny. If they fight, I think Bad Bunny should lose because there's no way that Bad
There's
Bunny
nothing
has,
athletic about him.
Right.
But I will say this is gonna be a BallzOut prediction. BallzOut prediction. Shout out to Ezel because he gave it to me and I agreed. WrestleMania next year, Bad Bunny versus Logan Paul.
I can see that. The battle for Puerto Rico. I can see that.
Exactly, dude.
Ooh, man.
Do you
I didn't even think of that.
Bro.
Did you imagine?
You need to send that out.
Listen, guys, don't take that shit. That's copyright. Balls out.
Do you imagine that this whole
great.
thing where Logan Paul went in the internet and accused Bad Bunny
Accused
of
him,
doing
yeah.
all this whole thing about Puerto Rico? It's just all fucking business behind all of it all.
I can imagine that.
I
Yeah.
believe
100%.
that's
Holy
how
shit,
most
what that
shit
would be-
works. Yeah.
That would
That's
be
smart.
fucking
You don't have to
great.
tell Sure that twice. He is conspiracy island
He's there.
just
He's
ready.
there.
Yeah.
Most things are scripted.
I think it is impressive though, because I don't follow wrestling like that. But even I looked at the highlights, and it was pretty sick. And it was I talked to a friend that watches a lot of it. 25 minutes, I think their match was, which is like a really long,
That's a long
match.
match.
Yeah.
It was the headliner, and usually, like you were saying, like the celebrities come on, and the diehard fans are like, we don't like this. This sucks. This is a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
And even they were like, this was really good.
legit.
Like he was legit. I think I think he loves it, and I think he stays in it
Dude, he
for a
tore
long.
the
He's the best thing that could have happened to.
He tore it the MCL. He tore an MCL. He tore an ACL.
Meniscus.
He tore the meniscus. Like this guy went there and like gave it all.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things I don't like about what happened was that, like we said, it's only his third fight in a huge business, which is WWE or whatever, WWC or whatever, right? I know that Logan Paul is gigantic, but like really, third fight you're gonna put him into like to pin him against your best number one
Well,
rank?
that's because of clout. He has the clout to do that.
Right.
That's like Bad Bunny
It's all
fighting
business.
anybody in the
Right.
in the.
Did Bad Bunny fight the Mist? You know, it's like.
But I think it's also
but
how
he's
good
up
he
there,
could
though.
perform.
I mean,
like,
but the
That's true,
reality of
too.
it really
Yeah.
is like
You can't put Bad Bunny
I
to
mean,
fight Roman Reigns. He's
yeah.
just
right. Physically, they look
You would-
different.
yeah.
Logan
Yeah.
Paul matches up.
Also,
and
I don't
did-
know if you guys knew this or not. Bad Bunny is gonna star in a movie where he plays a wrestler. It's all coming together, guys. It's all coming
I'm
together.
gonna cry during that one.
clap at the end. It's over.
Which wrestler is he gonna play?
He's gonna play El Muerto, which is gonna be it's a Marvel superhero thing, but
Okay.
the dude is a like his old character.
So it's not
is
a wrestling movie. It's a Marvel movie.
It's a Marvel movie
But
where
he's
he's
a
a
wrestler.
superhero, but he's a superhero.
That's
but
dope.
That
That's
dresses
dope.
like
I thought he was gonna but that's dope. Like if you connect it to Marvel, you're not a Marvel fan?
No.
Oh, I'm a big Marvel fan.
No, I mean, I know some people are. I'm not hating on it.
Sounds like you are.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my balls out. Logan
Good balls
Paul.
out. I like that.
I
Logan Paul.
love
Logan Paul,
it.
man. Here's a clap for you, buddy.
Sure, you need to get on board with the
Yeah,
clapping.
come on, man. You know it's not real, but it was real. He fucked up his knee bad. Like,
Bro, no.
That's real.
As far as their injuries and what they have to do athletically,
The stunts, it's all real.
but
It's
I
just
mean,
pre-planned,
you know,
yes.
right? Of course.
and
Unlike Jake Paul when he boxes.
That's
which
real.
is real.
Right, it's so real.
Okay, moving on. We get the last word on that.
Yep. So quickly, right? Your thoughts on these ladies wearing scream masks and scaring 3 and 4-year-old babies because they weren't behaving.
I mean, I feel like this has just got to be a quick one. This has to be a unanimous. Like,
This
what
is
the
a
fuck?
hard no. They should
Right?
be fired. We don't pay daycare.
Well, they got-
for you
they
to
got
scare my
charged.
Yeah, I
kids.
mean, like, what
They
the
got
fuck
charged.
are you
Yes,
doing?
they should bury them under
but
the
what would you
prison.
do as,
Yeah.
if it was your daughter? What would you do? Like,
Bro. I mean, what would I do?
this is going back to like betting with the Giants.
Again,
like what would you do in that moment?
What can I do as a man in that situation with women that had been, what would I?
The
not really
1-2
too much that I
Chris
could do.
Breezy.
Yeah.
What would
I
I?
know. You want
What
what
would
you
I
want to do is
what
go
would
in
I
the ring
coach
with her.
my wife to go do?
Right.
Yeah.
He has her kicking the heavy
She would
bag
already
down there.
do it. Yeah, she would already. I wouldn't have to say nothing. That's a wrap.
It's
you know?
insane.
So,
It's
I mean,
everybody's in agreement
Yeah.
that that's insane. They got charged. They should never be able to fucking babysit or even look at a kid
I don't even
again.
know what your fucking problem
Like,
is
that
to
is
want to do
insane.
something like that. And then to the
Did they say
extent
that there
of
was
how,
a reasoning behind it as far like besides they were
They
misbehaving?
were misbehaving. The 3-4-year-olds, like the terrible 3s, terrible 4. That's a real thing. And they were like, you know what? We're gonna scare. And somebody was recording this shit too.
The whole thing.
Like it wasn't like it was caught on a camera. Somebody was like, look.
Do it
Right.
again. Do
Yeah,
it again.
do it
First
again.
off,
It's like-
that shit should never happen in daycare. Period. If you're
Come
in a
on, ladies.
situation where you're a person that's like, oh, I'm gonna go scare like my fucking nephew or something, boo, oh, whatever.
Right.
You take the fucking mask off quick. If that, I don't even do shit like that
Yeah.
because I know it's gonna scare a kid, and it's like that's not cool.
We've
right?
even done it for Halloween where we're like, hey, it's me. Don't get scared. You
Right,
know?
don't
Stop
get
crying,
scared,
stop
don't
crying.
Get scared, you know.
They're like,
But
They're
to
giving
sit
you that
there
look.
and just be like, oh, do it more, ha
Right.
ha ha, do it again, record it. It's just like, what the fuck you doing?
Unanimous.
Yeah, you
Ladies,
can't do that.
Get your shit
The
together.
ladies
Or don't. Get the
we've
fuck outta here.
mentioned on this podcast so far, not very
Wait,
nice
ladies,
ladies.
No.
it's not your
No.
day. It's
Nope.
not your day. Adidas will be selling
Adidas.
they'll be selling Yeezys without the Yeezy brand on them. Will
The
that
logo,
work?
right?
Logo. Will that work? Without the Yeezy logo to sell Yeezys, will it work?
Will it work on some level? Will they sell a shoe or some shoes? Yes. You know what I mean?
Well, that means
Will-
that it doesn't work because if you sell one shoe,
I mean, more than one. Are they going to sell anywhere near the volume? that
Okay,
they
there
s-
you go. That's
no,
it.
Will they
no.
be profitable?
What do you mean?
on
That's
those
not
shoes?
On that shoe?
on that shoe
I think any
because
shoe
they own
that
they
costs,
own the silhouette.
I mean, what does it cost them? 5 cents to make a shoe? They sell them for $100. Yeah, they're probably going to be profitable. I mean, I'm pretty
Where
sure.
are they making these shoes, sir?
I'm pretty sure they're
give
going
us
to be
more.
profitable.
Where this shoe
yeah,
made?
I don't know.
No, I'm kidding.
But it does. Yeah, they're going to be profitable on the shoe. There's probably not a huge marketing campaign that they're going to launch on the fucking shoe. That's already built.
They're gonna.
in.
I feel
mean,
like they're gonna try to like.
It's
throw
gonna
it
be-
into the Adidas app. And
Yeah.
like, you gotta go find
yeah,
it and shit.
it's going to
like-
be weak.
Yeah, it's
and they'll
not
be
gonna be-
profitable, but no, it's not going to be what Yeezy was.
Because Yeezy is the reason why they created Confirmed, which is an app
Right,
outside of Adidas
right.
where you try to raffle for these shoes. Yeezy is the reason
Yeah.
for that.
I
and
think
then
there's
Balenciaga and all this stuff.
There's also a portion of people at the same time, probably larger than what most people would think, that based on what did happen with Yeezy, will refuse to fucking buy
That's true.
anything from Adidas or especially like a knockoff version of Yeezy. So, but I mean, yeah,
But
Adidas
it-
doesn't give a fuck. They're still gonna do what they do, and
I think they might still do pretty well. There's so much hype
They
behind it.
won't.
There's
There
so
is.
much publicity behind it.
I don't think.
I
so.
think they'll do decent.
If they do right with the colorways, because see, Kanye was very earth tony with all the Yeezy colorways.
right.
If Adidas comes out and like like you still have to have. I don't know if you know on the side of the
Yeah.
Adidas or the Yeezys it says Sply whatever.
Yeah.
Right. If they come out with that same design and then change and give us sneakerhead, give people more vibrant colors, yellows. And
Will you buy
greens
it?
and-
This is a great test.
I think I would because I like the design.
If they come
I
out
like
with
the
some
design.
super fresh thing,
I didn't
where
buy
it's just-
because of Kanye.
Look, if it's just a dope sneaker, then yeah, they're gonna.
That's
do
what I'm
fucking
saying.
fine.
And I think they will.
You know
That's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
thinking.
Yeah.
I think he's
If
a
that's
good
all there is to
barometer
it,
of
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
that
I
a
think
lot
I
of
would still
people-
buy,
Right.
but not a lot of people think like me because a lot of people are very, very biased. They'll be
Right.
like, "Whoa, Kanye's not part of this anymore." I never bought Yeezys because of Kanye. I bought them because I like the design.
Well, now you remember this is going back years ago,
And you said they were ugly.
and I have no.
but
the new Yeezys now are fine, but
Mm-hmm.
I will say the original Yeezys.
no, those weren't original. You're talking about like the 700s and stuff like that look like dad shoes or whatever.
Yes.
But
Those-
you see,
those were bad.
I didn't
Those were
buy
bad.
that.
Oh, yes.
But I didn't buy that because of Kanye. Those shoes are one
Yo.
of the most comfortable
He
shoes.
he
in my
bought them
closet.
because he just liked that
Yeah.
I
ugly
like
style.
that shoe.
Bro, when those first
Wave
came
Runners,
out,
for those who are watching,
There you
Wave
go, the
Runners. He's
Wave
talking
Runners.
about Wave Runners.
when those first
Great
came
shoe,
out,
by the way.
yeah, you didn't buy them for comfort.
He's like a
I don't fucking
spokesman.
buy
Bro,
it.
they're
I don't buy
super
it.
comfortable.
Yeah, bro, you didn't know that until after you saw the ugliest fucking shoes in the world, and you
I
were
like
like, you know
them.
Gotta
what?
have them.
Right.
Beauty is in the
Hold
eye of the
on,
beholder.
Hold on, bro. I gotta call. Nah. So you're
Do
like,
I need
you
to
know
write
what?
it down? Beauty is in the eye
It
of the
has
beholder.
How
nothing
do I
to
get
do.
in the raffle for these
Yeah.
super comfortable shoes?
Right. So you're like, so these shoes come out and they have nothing to do with Kanye and they look ugly as fuck. And he's like, you know, I just really need to see how comfortable these are. Has
They're
nothing to
not
do with
ugly
Kanye.
though. That's the problem.
And that's
here
where
go.
we
I don't think they're
disagree,
ugly,
yeah.
Bro.
You think they're ugly? I don't think
I
they're ugly.
fucking-
You
I
think
can-
Daniel Jones is good? I think
I
he
can
fucking
find,
sucks.
and you're wrong
That's
on both
uncalled
accounts. I can find the old picture. We got to bring it in and maybe fucking put it up on the screen for fucking next episode.
Hopefully next
Dude,
episode.
I found a pair of Skechers in the fucking window. And I took a picture of
They
them.
were
And then
nowhere
I just
near. They
went
looked
side by side.
identical.
I went
He
side
wouldn't
by
be able to
side.
tell the
Bro,
difference.
I'm by
This was-
myself. Danny, where the fuck are you, bro?
Bro,
Because
this
Tito's
was
not
years
gonna help
ago,
me here.
And I would give him and Danny shit over it. Like, dude,
Gosh, what
if
do you
these
want
did
today?
not
Is he
fucking
Under
say
Armour? He's
Yeezy
not gonna
on
help
them,
me.
if they didn't say Yeezy on them, we would have never bought them. Now, the new Yeezys, the newest shit, yeah, they're dope.
Which
They're
ones?
dope.
What are the new ones? You talking about the 350s? That's the original Yeezy is the 350.
Bro, no,
well,
I'm saying
not the
everything,
original. That was a
everything
Nike,
they're
but
putting out now, different shape, dope, whatever. But those Wave Runners, bro, horrible.
Okay.
Garbage.
Sorry, one of the phones is ringing here. That's fine. You can continue. Okay, we'll continue.
Can we
Hot
continue,
garbage.
Tito? Yes. Thank you.
All right, Adidas. So I feel like
Fucking Wave Runners.
unanimous. Some people think they won't do as well. I think they will. You know, again, depends on the.
Well, that's
on
not
the
unanimous.
Design.
They should re-release those Wave Runners.
That is not.
That's not unanimous.
They.
I think they'll have.
I don't know if they
success.
own that design. I don't know if that one.
Well, that's probably good for them.
I think they'll have success at first, and they'll throw a couple of like color waves that people are gonna be like, yeah, and they'll be like, this is gonna be the last ones that Adidas did.
I got you.
Adidas did and
Another
whatever and
strip.
whatnot. But then, let's say that they call them the Ziwis, right?
Oh, if they call them the Ziwis, I'm not buying that shit. I'll
They're
tell you
done.
that right now.
They're done, right? They're
I'm
done.
not buying that shit. It's not happening. I'm not wearing no Ziwis.
Ziwis.
Right? But then they come with the Ziwis too. No one's gonna be, you know what I mean?
Nobody's gonna buy Ziwis.
I'm just
one.
saying, like, if they
Is
they
it
try,
seaweed? Is that what it's
No, what, the Ziwis or seaweed?
The seaweeds.
They're
But like,
green.
if they try to do their own spin off of that shoe that was originally a Yeezy, and they're like, no, this is the next generation of those shoes. I don't think those are good. No one's gonna.
I
buy
think
those.
because they own the design, it's literally just removing the word Yeezy and just putting Adidas. That's all they're gonna do because
Right,
they own
right.
the design. So again,
I'll tell
if
you
they
what.
do that, I'm okay with
If
that.
they do that, and at the same time, I'll tell you what'll take it to the next level. If they do that and they leave them priced the way they normally do with Yeezys, I think it's personally going to struggle. If they lower the price point on it, done.
If you lower the price point on it, you lose the clout behind it. You have to keep them at. They're $220.
That was a setup.
Got him.
Got him.
No, not
Got
for me.
him.
I'm talking
Ladies
about
and gentlemen,
what they've done.
we got him.
Right.
I'm talking about what they've done.
Right, so
if you
it was-
lower them,
so
nobody's
people-
gonna buy
so
them.
you're
I
saying
promise you.
that the shoe gets bought strictly
No.
For the hype.
Based on what the hype has been so
Lewis.
far, yes.
Oh, he got
Whack.
Is that why you got the most
I'm
expensive
not saying that
iPhone?
everybody buys the reason why I buy.
All right.
Is that why you
People
have
buy
the
for
most
different
expensive
reasons.
iPhone just because of the cloud?
Yeah.
No, because I don't have the most. This is the 12, by the way.
Mine
Wow,
too,
you're so
Yeah.
humble. You're just a regular guy.
I'm
He,
just a regular
he
dude.
hates it now.
It's a 12 Pro,
Yeah,
but
he-
okay.
I'm sorry that he had to admit that on camera.
Moving on.
He's gonna want you to edit that out, Tito.
So, cool.
All right.
I think Adidas. I think Adidas just do the right thing and
Yeah.
just,
All right, that was
give us more
unanimous.
colors. All right, Steve Nash.
Ugh.
Steve Nash got fired from the Brooklyn Nets.
Why?
That's it's news, but it's
Why did he get fired?
because they suck. They haven't been
Yeah.
playing good.
Is it his fault?
I mean,
sure.
the coach coach got fired today.
Yep.
They suck.
I
Is
feel
it his
like-
fault?
I feel like it's a little bit more his fault, but is it? Steve
He didn't
Nash's
bring. Did he
fault?
bring in Matt Ryan? I don't know. I mean, that's a whole nother conversation. But he did. Okay. Steve
He's been
Nash.
their coach for a while.
When what happens in the NBA in any sport when a team is not playing good, like the Panthers and stuff
Right.
like that, they're gonna
Yeah,
fire
they
the
blame
coach.
it on the
Very
coach.
fair.
They're gonna blame.
It always
on the
gets
coach.
blamed on the coach.
All right. He got fired. That's news, but it's not as big as news as Ime Udoka, who is the coach that got removed or suspended from the Celtics for doing
For a
whatever
year.
he did for a year. He is the number one candidate for this job.
That makes sense.
He's not going to get it, though.
It makes sense business wise.
Again, whatever he did with the Celtics was really. No one ever really said what it was. It's just like something.
He had an affair.
Is that what it was?
He had an affair,
Is that ultimately
and
what
he
came
hooked
out?
up with a girl that was in their organization.
Yeah, it wasn't like
She was also married.
It wasn't
I believe.
Deshaun Watson type shit or
right,
or
right,
Josh
Well, that's
Primo.
just
for
it, right?
Well, putting that
that's
aside.
kind of what I was alluding to,
Yeah.
where it's like, okay, you know,
Whatever
Right.
he did, it was bad enough for them to suspend him. We don't know all the details yet.
Right.
But they
Well,
suspended him for the year.
Well, like putting that aside, is he a good coach?
He's a great
Great
coach.
coach.
a great
He's one of the
coach. Okay,
up and
then
coming.
shit.
He's a great coach.
Yeah.
He's not a good coach.
Then-
He's a great
then
coach.
it's a-
I think that the first person that they should look at is Ime, right? But I feel like it's almost like you're not done with this girl yet, and you're already messing with this girl type thing. Like that's where it gets lost a little bit.
Like,
Not
yeah,
for me.
he-
I'm just saying that's how
he needs
the optics
to go
look.
to a stable, good organization without a ton of drama,
And
and
the
that
Nets
is
are
the
not that.
opposite.
The
of
Nets
the
are
Nets.
not that.
Yeah.
right.
Spurs.
I don't think he gets it though because of that. They were saying
No, I don't
even
think he
today
will.
that there's like pressure on them to not hire him. I mean, it's a weird situation. He got
Your
suspended
team.
by a year.
It's your team.
I
Would
own
you
the
do it?
team.
Yes, you own the Brooklyn Nets. Would you do it?
The way the Nets are now, no. Not necessarily because I think what he did was so bad. I mean, maybe morally, it's not good to cheat on your wife. The Celtics had a rule you can't hook up, and so that's whatever. But
So you're okay with
it's
men
just
cheating on
gonna
women. Gotcha.
yeah. That was a brutal question. I would like to say no, I would not do it, but because the Nets are just too dysfunctional.
Yeah,
right now,
I like the way you
can't.
approached it. It's not moral. It's more of the Nets suck on the court.
The Nets need
And
to
bringing
balance
him in-
out. They need like a steadying figure. Like if you could get a Greg Popovich, or I mean, I know they can't, but you need
Phil
someone
Jackson.
like that. Yeah, who's like, all right, everybody just shut up. This is how we're gonna do it. That would help. I don't.
because the talent is there, right?
Well, not really. The
well, that's why
talent is always suspended.
I mean, KD, Kyrie. Well, we'll get into that. But KD, Kyrie, the talent is partly there, but two guys can't do that or can't do everything on the court. And you have to have a good system around you. You have to have good support players and stuff. And I don't think that they have that. And I agree with you. I don't think that they should bring Ime into a situation like this because it's only going to get worse. So
It's just going to be more questions for the players to answer.
How do you feel
just
about
more
him and-
off the field stuff
Yeah.
over and over, and every
Fuel to
little
the
thing
fire.
that he does. If they get off to a bad start with him too, it's just.
I
mean,
think they should because
Okay.
maybe it's the what's it called? Maybe that's what you call when when you're drafting, like you lay off all of your big stars and then you start
like rebuilding.
like rebuilding, right? That's the beginning of a rebuild team for them.
yeah, but But with KD still there, I mean, you can't, and you're right. He can build around KD because now Kyrie. We don't know when Kyrie's coming back, but I don't know. If I'm Ime, I'm like, that's the last place I want to go with everything going on.
But maybe he doesn't have any other choice.
Oh, I'm sure anybody, a team will take him.
If
as
he
assistant
waits,
coach. Yeah.
If he waits a little bit, like next year, he'll have tons of options.
Yeah.
I think
he
if
should take a break.
Gotcha.
He's gone around slinging his
Yeah, he's been around
his stuff around
more ways than one. Very romantic guy.
So speaking of the Brooklyn Nets, Kyrie Irving.
Yep.
Do we clap?
Kyrie.
What are you doing?
What happened?
You don't want to talk about this?
Oh, okay.
Kyrie Irving got fined, or I don't know if it was fined. The $500,000. I guess he gave that. He didn't get fined for that, right?
They returned that.
Did they?
Yeah, the charity
Okay,
said
so
they
that
didn't want
check,
it.
Let me check that. let me check that.
Wow.
So he gave $500,000 to a anti-Semitic charity.
Yeah. They were like, we don't want your dirty money.
And they said, we don't want their money. Okay.
Oh, boy. Let me put the mic away.
That's a lot of money, by the way, to give up, but I get it.
They didn't need it.
I get it. They didn't need it.
They were
It's
like,
true.
fuck it, we're good.
He also got suspended for no less than 5 games, which means indefinitely.
Yeah, because they gave him a bunch of things he has to do, right?
They
He's
were
like
like
on probation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Adam Silver, which is the commissioner of the NBA, and the Brooklyn Nets put a list of things that Kyrie needs to do before he can get back on the court.
Yep.
And part of that is apologizing. Part of that is he needs to meet with leaders in the Jewish community. There's a lot of things that he has to do before he can come back and play basketball again. He got dropped by Nike. I have a serious question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Does the punishment match the crime?
Sure.
You gonna put it on me?
He's like, hot potato.
I knew he was like.
Hot potato.
I think it's extreme. You know, that's just my opinion. That doesn't mean I condone. All this shit, right? I don't. You can't condone it. I'm not an advocate of it. I'm not saying that it was awesome that he did it. I don't love the guy. I don't fucking hate other people. I'll cover all those fucking bases. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it was just something that he did that. I mean, it was okay. It was his opinion to do it. He put it out there. I think that he probably shouldn't have did it, and he probably regrets doing it.
I think everybody
but-
understands that.
I think he's
You have to think about these things before you put them out.
and I mean, and he didn't, and it's just like, all right, like, but it's like, bro, you fucked up.
Yeah,
Right. So, all right, you
100%.
fucked up. Do I think that it's like, you start losing all your endorsements and all this other heavy shit, especially when you kind of come out and you're like, hey, look, I kind of know that I fucked up.
Yeah.
Which he did.
Apologize
in his own kind
after-
of fucking Kyrie way.
Yeah.
Not a great apology.
Not a great apology.
Can we agree on that?
Not a great apology. Which
Well,
that's why the NBA is like, you need to apologize.
But let's
like
be
a
honest
real
here.
apology.
No
The
one clapped.
apology
No
is-
one clapped at the end of that.
It's a forced apology.
I'm not saying he
It
even
is.
needs
It's a
to
forced
apologize
apology.
if he
Right.
doesn't want
When
to, but
someone
it
says-
wasn't a good apology.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
because
he probably
doesn't-
didn't want it
He doesn't
to.
really mean
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And
yeah.
you're making him do it because you're like, well, if you don't do it, we're gonna fucking continue.
You're not
to
gonna play
beat the
sports,
shit
or
out
you're
of
not
you.
gonna
And
do
it's
this.
like,
Right.
oh, so you're making me do it? Yeah, it has to be a fake apology, so everyone else thinks that you mean
How do you
it.
accept
And then
an
it's like,
apology
okay.
like that, though? If
You
I hate
fucking-
you, and you're like, bro, you need to apologize. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
It's
That's not a
bullshit.
real apology.
Take your money back, like they did.
That's
Like,
what it is. Take
It's not
your
a
fucking
real.
money
So how do you
back.
accept
Right.
that apology? Like, you
don't.
can't.
That's
You can't.
why I think it's just like the whole thing starts to become too much because it's
Yeah.
just this fucking like dog and pony show. Where you have to apologize. I don't fucking mean it. Yeah, well, say it anyway. And it's
Yeah.
like, fine, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that wasn't good enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Say it
Go
again.
meet with these leaders.
Right.
I don't want to.
Say it
Well,
like-
go
yeah,
still
go
meet with
there
them.
anyway.
Yeah.
Fucking sit there, and it's just like, why?
Yeah.
Why are we doing all this? Because it's just doesn't change anything.
And
right?
I'm gonna
And
say
I don't get it.
it goes back to optics. I know we use that word a lot in this podcast.
Optics.
Haptics.
It goes back to optics. And again, like you said, I don't condone, and I would never post something like that because I think about things before.
Oh no shit. You wouldn't catch me fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I think that there's so much there's so much to say.
I'm on the edge of my seat after that pause.
That was a good pause. You
Yeah,
like that,
it was
right?
dramatic.
There's so much to say, and I do think it's too extreme. But this is what I'm gonna say. It's not that it's extreme. It's that if I say something bad today, if I'm an influencer and I own seaweed, Sweezy, right? If I own my own brand and people buy my shoes and all this stuff, right? And I say some stupid shit,
Right.
The cancel culture, right, should be the people. The people should stop buying my stuff because I fucked up. And again, I'm not saying I'm right or wrong.
You're saying the people should stop showing up to the game.
Don't go to the game.
That's the indicator.
This is the Dan Snyder conversation.
Exactly.
Right.
Don't buy his sneakers. Don't buy his jerseys. Don't buy into anything.
You
boycott
shit.
him. The same thing as Kanye.
Done.
You boycott him. But when
That's
the big businesses are doing it, it just looks hypocritical. Again, from my standpoint,
I agree
it looks
100%.
hypocritical, and that's what I've been trying to say.
I agree 100%.
But if you're a business, right, and you feel like because you're still making money out of this, right? You're still looking for you're trying to guard your interests, right?
Yeah.
And you feel like as a business that, well, if I drop them,
They won't boycott my shit.
It's going to hurt less.
That makes sense.
Then I mean, it's
being proactive, kind of.
Right.
Well, that makes sense because again,
I
you're
see it
saying,
both ways. But
you want the people to boycott his shit, and then Nike is like, "Well, no, please don't, because we have money invested in this, so we need to do damage control and drop him." And, but it's just
they're removing his sneakers from. They're not selling his sneakers anymore.
Right.
It wasn't just dropping him.
Right.
They're suspending the sales of his shoes. Same thing with Yeezy.
Right.
Like they're suspending the sales of those shoes.
I'm just
So
I'm fatigued on all of this fucking
Yeah, no, that's
type
a good
of shit,
point.
you
It
know,
is.
because you gotta just like it's so over the top, it's so everything, and you don't even, and then it's like, who knows why fucking they even decide to drop them. And then if it's like, oh, well, we're dropping, if the real reality of it is, well, we're dropping them because it's in our best fucking financial interest, it's like, well, wait a minute, I thought you were a martyr. I thought you were doing this, you know what I mean, for all these other
you're
fucking
okay with it.
feel-good reasons. Oh, this is just about your bottom line dollar and all this fucking shit that you're doing, this parade.
And you can turn it like that. You can see it from both sides.
You can.
And that's why I'm saying.
And
they
I'm
look
not saying I hate
hypocritical.
on
That's
them
why I
for
said
that.
No,
I'm not saying
100%.
that. It's like, look, it is a business.
Yeah.
And so if you're protecting your bottom line, that's fine. But then to turn around and make it like it's this other reason why you're doing it is like, look, just don't fucking lie to us, man.
Same
Well,
thing with
I-
the NBA.
Just
by the
tell me
way.
the truth.
But at
You
the
know?
same time, then I would tell Kyrie, don't fucking lie to me. Just tell us the truth. If you really feel
did.
like what you
He
should.
did.
No, he didn't. He didn't mean that apology.
Bro, of course he didn't. He
No.
told you the
I'm
truth
saying.
when he
Again,
tweeted whatever he tweeted.
Well,
That's his truth.
this
That's
goes
his
into
belief.
another side of it now. Do you want people to tell you the truth? Because if we segue slightly,
We don't want people to tell
Don't
us the
hurt my
truth.
feelings.
If we
All right.
segue slightly into like
You
the
don't want
Kanye conversation, which is very similar, and they're like apologize, and he's like no, and he continues on.
I can
with
say
what he's
whatever I
doing.
want,
I
and they
can say
can't
whatever.
do anything.
But then
Watch
no
this.
one
They
likes
did.
that either. You know what I mean? So
No,
it's
I
like,
love that he said that shit. I mean,
No,
but then
and-
he dropped.
and I hear what you're saying with the apology, but here's the problem. Again, when anything is forced, it's not real. You can't expect it to be real, and that's it. That's how.
I think, if I could say, and the more we talked about it, the more I thought, I think with Kyrie, the Nets are sick of him in general.
Absolutely.
If you think of it like a business, he's
Yeah.
a tough employee to manage.
No
Yes.
doubt.
Who is really talented. You're willing to put up with stuff for a lot. But last year, the vaccine thing, forget how you feel about vaccines.
Right.
He
Yep.
missed a lot of games
Yep.
for them that he wasn't there. If this was his first thing, this is probably going
Maybe
very differently.
Yeah.
Right.
At this point, I think they were like, maybe this is a reason. I don't think Kyrie plays for the Nets again.
I don't think
Right.
he plays for them either.
And I think they probably,
I think they're okay.
yeah,
with that.
this is a reason,
It's a
I'm not
reason.
saying it's a
No.
reason
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just pulled out of the sky. He did give them a reason.
He did.
I don't think what he did, I don't think it was a positive message he was sending out personally. And they were like, let's run with this. Let's run with this.
I think it makes total sense in that
get 'em out of
regard.
there.
And if you feel like your relationship has just ended with that particular person, and then when it comes down to contracts and stuff,
because
like
you can't just cut Kyrie. You can't cut him with no reason. So he gave him a reason. But I also think,
and then at the same time, when they're making him apologize and doing all the shit that he probably doesn't really want to do, he's kind of like, I don't want to be here anymore either. And it's like, yeah, that's what we said.
right?
Yeah,
So
that's
you
why
can,
we're saying
so you
this.
can leave, and then it's a little easier to move him away.
To part ways.
The NBA sucks. Can I tell you why the NBA sucks?
Don't do that, bro. 'Cause
Okay.
you know I'm an NBA
So
fan.
let me run through a couple things. Let me run through the biggest NBA stories of the last couple times. Draymond Green knocking out his teammate, right? Boston Celtics head coach screwing around.
Yeah.
Josh Primo taking his dick out for his therapist, right? Kyrie Irving allegedly anti-Semitic, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
Wow. Any basketball news out of the NBA?
Let me tell you why.
No. Let me say, this is what dominates the NBA's news
tell you
coverage.
why.
There is no.
These are
but I
facts.
Who are the good teams
You're
in
right.
the NBA?
There are.
I know, so I'm going to keep talking just a little more. There's no basketball news. The
There
NFL,
are, but they're very trivial.
right, and that's a shitty league.
It's like,
because the
Warriors
NFL,
are
you're
losing.
talking about. Look at the Jets. The Jets are good. Is Brady coming back? Is this and that?
Let me know when you're ready. for me to
MLB,
give you
it's
the
like,
answer.
there's a cheating scandal. The Houston Astros. Every sport has their thing.
Yeah.
The NBA is just a soap opera, and it sucks.
Can I say now?
Yeah.
The reason why the NBA is a soap opera right now is because, unlike the NFL, not all these games matter right now. In the NFL, every week matters. In the NFL, you can't take a week off because
Baseball has more. Okay.
no, I know.
Hockey.
And in baseball, what dominates baseball news is other things other than baseball throughout the baseball
I don't
season
think that's
until the
true.
World Series.
I would disagree with that.
Because you're a baseball fan. And
What about
I'm a
hockey?
basketball fan. I watch basketball games. I watch TNT. I watch all these, and I like ESPN on Friday nights. I like these games, and to me, I can see things now that I know that are going to be super important later on, like my Bulls playing and the way they play
Right.
and the way Zach LaVine gets the ball in the wing and stuff like that. All these things because I like basketball. For basketball fans, it's not really about the Draymonds and all that stuff. Yeah, that stuff that's going to happen. It's more about basketball. For non-basketball fans, what sticks out is the bullshit.
But those are the headlines regardless
he
right
said.
now
It
in the
is.
NBA.
Headlines of
and
that.
and I
Because
think it's
basketball is not really good until the playoffs.
so. Let me
I
say
agree
that.
with that.
Isn't that kind of a bad product then?
It
if
is.
the
It
so then
is.
that's all I'm saying.
That
If
goes back
the
on Adam
NBA
Silver.
needs to fix that, the
You know
what
regular
he said?
season doesn't matter.
You know
They
what he
need to
said?
fix that.
You know what he said? He wants to do a season within a season.
Wow.
That doesn't make any sense
Called
to me.
seaweed.
Yeah. And they're all gonna wear Yeezys.
So, anyways, it's not a
That's
great
just something
product.
I noticed. I think
Yeah.
the NBA product is very popular. People love the NBA. There's big
Mainly in the
stars in the
playoffs.
NBA.
Yeah.
But people follow the stars. People follow the drama. And the product of the actual
definitely
NBA
a
game
soap opera.
is struggling.
Yeah, that
I
makes
think.
sense.
And I think live too. Live is not because it's not. Sometimes, like if you want to go see Memphis play and Ja Morant is not going to be there, why are you going?
The
It
Warriors
sucks.
rested 4 of their stars.
That's what I'm saying.
Imagine you take
That
your
would say
kids
you-
on
you
a
spend
trip
that
to
money.
that game
Absolutely.
and nobody's playing.
Same thing with the Lakers. LeBron takes every other day off.
That's the thing. Like, it's become so like the what I kind of don't like about what's happening is that the headlines. If we take away all the drama, the headlines is Lakers are losing, Warriors are losing. That's boring. No one's talking about how good the other teams that are beating them.
Right.
No one's
Milwaukee.
talking about that.
You know who's talking about them? The true basketball fans. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I can sit there. My brother is a true basketball fan. My brother
Right.
in Miami, in Fort Myers. And I'll sit there. We'll have whole conversations about all these guys because we pay attention to those little things. But outside of that, if you don't watch basketball like that, it's just.
But that's
the
still
stuff that pops
a
up.
shame. You
It
know what
is,
I mean? Because
100%.
even if you weren't watching baseball very much all year, if you're a casual fan, you knew that Aaron Judge was hitting
Is balling
so
out.
many home runs.
Yes.
Like you knew these
Well,
things.
it's everywhere,
And
too.
in the NBA, you have to really follow it because otherwise you're just getting the
Yeah,
headlines.
but if Aaron
which suck.
Judge was playing for the Minnesota Twins, would he get the same clout that he does because he's playing for the Yankees?
Probably not as much, but there's big stars. I'm not clapping for that. Mike Trout plays for the Angels. I mean, they're.
He said not as much, but I mean, when you're breaking the home run record, you're gonna get it.
I just think that because if
He
Mike
was
Trout played
just
in
trying
New
to
York,
get back at me for something.
if Mike Trout played in New York, any of the New York teams,
Of course.
you know that would be insane.
Of course.
Not
What
the
are you
Mets,
saying?
Not the Mets.
Not the Mets.
My Mets, man.
Good one. I like that. That was a good
Yeah,
conversation. The NBA. I'm a big basketball fan, so I'm always
Yeah, I
be an
love the
advocate.
playoffs. I think some
Same
of the
thing with
games
the
are the
women's
best.
WNBA. I'm a big advocate.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna go
It's
there.
a great.
I fucking knew it.
Again, they're on the move. They're on the move.
It's a great deficit.
Yes, Tito.
Yep.
We gotta wrap it up.
we
Wrap it up.
Wrapping it up. Okay. So let's finish off with Josh Primo. Let's talk about Josh Primo since we're on the topic of basketball.
I mean, not really too much to say.
That's why I want to finish
It's already
off with
been
that.
said. He
9
kinda-
times.
Listen
Yeah,
to what I said.
he
I want
fucked
to
up
finish
9
off
times.
with Josh Primo. Can I get a clap?
That was gross.
Can I get
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Why would you say that?
He's been waiting for that all
I've been
waiting for a clap the whole
episode.
day.
Why would you want us to be excited about that?
Tell us
Josh
a
Primo.
little bit more about your favorite NBA player.
Josh Primo was drafted in the top 20
Yeah.
in the draft by the San Antonio Spurs. Talking about a good team.
Where you going with this?
Listen, I'm going to tell you the story. Do you know who he is?
Oh, I know he is.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's the
So
boner
then
guy.
you know the story.
Yeah.
Yes. So this guy is supposed to be like top prospect, top guy for them in the future, blah, blah, all this stuff. Okay. He exposed himself 9 times. 9 times.
So as we've clarified, that's 5 times and then 4 more times
Yes.
after that.
Right. Well, even worse, it was 2 times and then 7 more times after that. He exposed himself to his physical therapist.
No,
Or
no,
not, sorry, to
like
his mental therapist. Sorry,
yeah.
to his therapist. He exposed himself to his therapist 9 times. And finally, she came out and she reported it.
Yeah.
And apparently she reported, I think, after the 5th time or something like that, which, again, that's, you know.
That's where we draw the line.
So my question to you is that, like, if you're this therapist, where do you draw the line? Is it at 1 time? Now, 1 time, it could be that he's sitting there. Let me pull this mic.
That is his defense, right?
1 time, it could be that he's sitting there with some short shorts and his balls fall out of the.
Right.
That could be.
Balls
That's
out.
legit,
Balls
right?
out.
Balls out. And she's like, "Oh, Josh,
Your balls are out.
right? Okay, that's 1 time.
And he's like, that's my favorite podcast.
The second time, he might have been wearing shorts
Right.
again.
Hey, man, you're wearing those
Hey,
short shorts
bro,
again.
Can you not wear these
Your
shorts
balls
in
are
here?
out.
Can you
Again.
not wear these shorts in here, please?
Right.
Or
Again.
can you not lift your leg like that?
Right.
Like basic
Wait,
instinct.
do that again.
The third time,
All right.
Sure.
Josh, how many times did I have to tell you about those fucking
Put that
shorts?
thing away.
these fucking
Right.
shorts. He
Stop
walks
wearing
in
those
with the
fucking
shorts.
shorts.
Josh, don't
Right.
sit there.
Again.
Sit over
You
there.
know?
Lay down on the
The
couch.
4th time, I would assume maybe you'd move your own seat.
I'm going to lay on the couch this
Right.
time.
Right.
Josh, we're going to do a
You'd move
standing
your own
session.
seat. Right.
I don't,
you know,
and this is
I
not
don't know.
funny. This is a serious issue.
Yeah. We're just saying.
The 5th time.
You'd move your own seat.
What happens the 5th
Maybe
time?
the 5th time, instead of facing him, I would do the session this way.
I think it's better if I don't look
You're
at
victim
you.
blaming.
No, I'm saying these things could have happened, and I wonder why they didn't. I'm just saying. But no.
Lewis?
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
You're hung
I
up
don't-
on the 9 times.
I don't.
right?
I don't want to. I don't want to victim blame. I'm not victim
No,
blaming. Obviously, she's the
I
victim
mean,
here.
dude.
He's a creep, right?
He
If he
fucking
did
did.
this,
This was
he's
my
just
daughter.
an absolute.
Guys,
I would
Bro.
teach my daughter that the second time you call me or you
call
call the
me.
cops,
Yo,
you call
you call
security.
me.
Like, bro,
Second time.
Come on,
Second time you fucking
it can't
call
be the
me.
shorts
But-
or wear
but
underwear,
here's
dude.
the other thing. Are we? I mean, all right. So that was a funny little skit. We're just saying his balls fell
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
out of his shorts.
he was
but,
literally-
You know, I mean, chances are he probably just was pulling his
Right.
He was.
dick
Right.
out, flat out. Right.
He
It
was
wasn't an
literally-
Yeah,
accident.
because
Which
the
is
guy
worse.
plays basketball. His dick's never fallen out on the court, right?
Right.
Like,
Right.
Which is worse.
So
Yeah,
you know.
that's-
if they weren't falling out of the pants, he
Arrest
was
him.
actually
Yeah.
just being
So now
like,
what? So the guy just exposes himself. And it's like, all right, so I don't even know what you say the first time. Like, hey, you can't do that here.
That's a no.
Whoa. Not that type of session.
Right. I know you have some problems, but that's going to be a no.
Well, she didn't know. Well, I guess she would know that.
Well, he's in fucking therapy.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's a no for me, dog. Like, don't do that, right? And then the second time, it's like, motherfucker, you know what I mean? So I don't know. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. I don't know how it gets to 9.
So here's a question about the punishment matching the crime.
What happened?
That is a crime.
Bro,
That is a crime.
The punishment
that should have been
matches
reported.
the
They
fine.
should report that.
And he got released by the team, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Is that enough punishment to what he did? Is my question.
No, if he did it, he should get the legal ramifications.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No,
And-
I mean,
and-
I don't know. You know, again, you got to wait till it goes to court. Allegedly,
I
all
think
that
he's
shit,
guilty
right?
because
But,
his defense was
if
terrible.
he is guilty,
What was his defense? Please tell us his
His
defense.
first defense was, I look forward to overcoming this because I've come through a lot of trauma and I want to help other people. You're like,
yeah.
and
Someone
then-
told you to say that,
right. And then he went, and like nowhere in there does it say, I need to stop pulling my dick out. And
I apologize.
yeah, like, I'm sorry,
Right.
worse than Kyrie right there. And then the other one was like, my shorts. And it's, where are the lawyers here? Just
Right.
stay quiet,
Right, stop.
So
And that was lawyer,
based
by the
on
way.
that, I'm like on her side 100%.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
this guy's a sociopath.
So that's somebody that should have gotten arrested. If I
And,
go
like,
outside right now
they are investigating it.
and
here-
I pull my dick out, I'm gonna get arrested.
Bro, here's the other side to that. Like, okay, he pulled his dick out 9 times. Like we're saying, how does it get from 1 to 9, whatever?
We got to stop saying 9 times.
Is that what it
It's
was?
an incredible number.
It's a-
Right.
big
It's a
number.
that's right. So, but here's the thing. So it's like, wow, if you're just like, okay,
He's a serial.
right. So like, right. That's kind of where I'm going with
He's a
it because
serial
it's like,
flasher.
okay, it's like 9 times, and like I don't know, I'm thinking as quickly as I can.
How many times?
And right, so it's like to have the comfort level of just like bam, bam,
Right.
bam, like
The next
whip it out,
session,
whip
and the
it
next
out, whip
session,
it out.
and the
It's
next.
just like, wow,
you
this
don't-
is not your first
You're not
9
embarrassed,
times.
Right.
Like
You're not embarrassed?
You're very comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's like, this is just how this goes.
this is
Everything
right, this
seems
is
to
what
be in
I'm
order.
doing.
She
Yeah.
wants me to do this.
right. Everything's in order.
No, that's one of those that
So-
she wants me to show her.
So
like
this
that's one of
can't.
those.
He must have done this. Like, who knows? How many fucking times?
Countless time
otherwise.
with
Whatever
other-
he gets
Right.
accused of,
and it's
he's
not
guilty.
necessarily
Yeah,
going to be in
100%.
therapy
Allegedly.
sessions. It's like, bro, you just flashing this thing around. I would assume, allegedly, with extreme comfort, and like, wow,
Just a lot of confidence on his
a lot
part.
of confidence.
Wow,
Yeah.
he should be arrested. That's my final say on that one.
So the rose at the casket, he is.
Yeah, he's putting an oak
Right.
tree down there. Yeah.
He's
He
feeling-
shows up with a
he's-
Christmas tree, and he's like, "Well,
Right.
that's so sad."
He's feeling good about his chances.
Yeah.
He's like, what? You didn't want to see this?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
All right, we're gonna close
Oh,
with that.
shit.
We got one more question
Tito,
here
what
from
you
our
got?
producer.
Yeah.
Tito,
Yeah,
talk
I think
to
it's
us.
kind of fitting actually.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So, and you guys gotta be careful with what you say.
This
'cause-
is no laughing.
No, I'll
guys.
say nothing.
Yeah, this is
No,
No,
serious.
I
it's
will
just
say
it's
nothing.
stuff that can be Well, here we go.
Yeah,
Tito is
I
setting
already
us up.
have my answer, and it's great. It's so not offensive.
I'm gonna have a pause before I answer.
You can stop one crime forever. The way you stop it
here's
is
the
by
catch.
committing it.
Oh. Because I had the first one, like, hands down. I was like, oh, easy.
I have mine.
Done. By committing it.
Do
By
do I get charged with that crime?
Yes.
Oh.
I'd say yes.
Well, I mean,
That's even no. Then that.
what do you
no?
charged?
took a
and
lot
then,
off
like,
my list.
like,
you got
like, my list is empty now.
you gotta yeah.
What the fuck is that?
So like when you get charged, you got to do the time for it, or you're just saying you can do the crime, and then by doing the crime, you therefore make it
Get
go
rid
away
of that forever.
Let me think.
Because there's a
let me think
super
about
easy
it.
one.
Yeah.
To my
one's
benefit.
a superhero.
To my
one's
benefit.
a fucking criminal.
Right.
That's
I
the
need
thing.
to
No,
know.
I think
Robbing
I
the
think
bank.
you.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I would just rob every bank.
Yeah.
Like
I'm,
that would
I'm
be
okay
awesome.
with just.
I think.
And then
I-
after that, no one else would be allowed to do it.
I'll
Yeah.
do 2
that
years in
works.
jail, 3 years. And
I
that's
think
it.
for it to have some sort of meaning, it's like no, you get charged with it. I'll go first. Perjury.
Good. You can get a lot of time, a lot of years in jail, bro.
You also
Yeah.
have time to think about these things.
But think about
But
the
perjury, you
ramification
could
of
get-
it.
you
But
can
that's
get-
good because no politician can ever lie on the stand.
That's
again.
a good one.
That's a world.
But you have to commit it
while
first.
you're in
But
jail.
you gotta
mean,
be.
yeah.
You
That's
gotta
the thing
be
about that.
the
is-
guinea pig.
And I think that's a good one because for you to commit it is like, so I lied on
It's
this
not
stand.
really offensive.
Right, you're like,
Right,
so
right.
no, I did that thing.
right.
I lied.
Right.
And that's
Maybe
it.
you go to
can-
jail for 30 days, but you solved the big problem. That's a
Yeah.
really good
I
one.
like that.
Right,
I like
yeah.
that. I like
Yeah.
that.
If I'd had a
actually. I
week
was
to
thinking.
think
I
of
don't know
the
why I was
answer,
thinking.
maybe
I
I
wasn't
would've
thinking
come up with
perjury.
that.
I'm sorry.
I was
I
thinking.
The one that I was, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Like a financial crime is what I was thinking. I forgot perjury means lying on the
Yeah,
stand.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. So that's a really good one. Yeah. That's
I
true.
mean, the one that I thought of initially, where I was like, oh, the one that I would eliminate now, given the second part of it, we have to commit it. I'm now uncomfortable even saying it. So, it's like,
no, say it.
okay, forget it. No,
Say it.
I'm not going to fucking say it.
What is it?
No, because I would never want to commit it. It's
Write it down.
fucking, no, because then you'll say it.
What's yours?
My first initial thought was murder. That was my first.
That's what I
initial
was
thought,
doing too.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I
We're
was
all
gonna be
so okay with that.
I don't
by
know.
the way. We're all like, I got
Yeah.
someone on my list.
No, but this is my thing. When I'm thinking about this, I don't know if I want to be the guinea pig to do it, and then I spend the rest of my life and I lose my freedom, but nobody else will ever get killed again.
But maybe you don't get caught.
Well, that's not what he said. He said I was gonna
Yeah,
get
no,
charged.
I'm saying like you
go to jail
you get
for it.
No, yeah,
Oh,
nah,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
You would have
That's
to
a
be
tough
the
one.
poster
No.
child.
I would be I would be in jail. Nobody else will ever die,
Yeah.
but
You
I would be in jail
sacrifice
for the
yourself.
rest of
you
my life
sacrifice your freedom.
I got it.
And
to save other people.
Yeah, I don't
And
wanna
like
be a
that
hero.
one is, to say would I sacrifice my freedom, you know what I mean, to then maybe end, a certain thing, cool. But to
I
say
know,
you have
yeah.
to commit the actual act, that's where it got weird for me. You know what I mean? But obviously,
That's why it's a cool.
Yeah.
So perjury is a really good
I
one.
do a
Fuck,
good-
He's had like 2 weeks to think
I said
about
he can think about it.
guy,
So he fucking puts himself in the pocket and he's like, yeah, perjury. And it's like, wow, that one's a pretty good one, man.
I do a good like Ponzi scheme. Make
Again,
50
I
million,
said rob a bank.
go to jail
Same
for like
shit.
5-10 years.
Yeah.
No one else can ever do it again. I come out
Yeah.
to a pile
Yeah,
of
you
money.
win. Yeah, you win. bro.
And then
Who's
I
better
give
than you?
speeches about what a hero I am because I didn't really want to commit a Ponzi scheme. I just didn't want,
Yeah.
I'm doing a Ponzi scheme.
I got it. I know what. That's a good one.
Thank you, Tito.
I would commit. Check it out. A non-lethal
He's telling the cops, non-lethal.
hate crime.
Okay.
I would commit a non-lethal hate crime.
That's
So
very
explain.
nice. That's honestly very nice.
Give me a
A
descriptive
non-lethal
hate
hate crime. I don't want to. I'm not gonna get into details. I'm not gonna.
So who would this
Describe
be
your
against?
hate crime, sir.
gonna say that. I'm gonna say there will be people
Who?
that I would do something to that would be considered hateful,
Right.
and I will go to jail for that.
Would it be a race or
It would be a race.
creed? Okay.
No, it would be a
Any
race.
race in particular?
No, I'm not gonna answer that.
So you have one in mind.
But it will never happen again.
You
no, I
racist-
don't have one.
You racist piece of shit.
This guy is unbelievable.
Fucking-
Tito, thank you for this question.
Now
Didn't
we
know I
know.
was sitting next to this
Now
guy.
we know.
Wow.
But hey, hate crime will never happen again.
That's very
what
that's
Kyrie
very,
did
very
will never
noble.
happen again.
And the fucked up thing about that question though is like, of course, I had mine pocketed in because whatever.
Yeah,
but
that
like,
was
But if we really think about it, there's like very horrible things that we all have in our minds, right? That we can't say. That if you think about it, like if we could actually stop it, if the question became like truth, right? If we could actually stop it, it's a real thinker. Whether I would,
I'm not going to jail. Nope. I don't need to be the hero.
That's why I said I wouldn't murder someone. I'm not gonna lose my
yeah, if
freedom.
I'm not,
for,
if we, the question is so different.
It's
If
a
we're
real-
not
yeah.
charged with it,
oh man,
yeah.
Right.
I'm
Oh,
killing.
well,
I'm
then there's no
killing.
fucking-
killing, robbing,
Yeah,
all
all
this.
of it.
But
All
when
of
you say it's anarchy in the streets, but yeah, when you have to, I'm not throwing my life away. I mean,
Yeah.
there's more noble people that would. Not
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Not me.
I'd have to really give some real hard.
I
thought
feel
to
like-
Well,
that.
just give us
Huh.
what you got right now.
I got nothing right now.
He
The
didn't give
first
us
thing-
an answer, by the
Yeah,
way.
we
That's why
Yeah.
we stepped up to the
fucking
plate,
guy
I know
again.
and
I
you
did.
gotta
I
go.
said rob a bank because that was like.
So you're going to jail?
Yeah, but does that
Who
happen
said
that
we all
much?
have to go to jail,
No,
But
I
does
mean,
that happen
Your
that much?
crime could be steal a pack of bubble gum.
and then no one does that again?
Yeah, but you're not going
it's
to
kinda
jail
lame.
for long.
Nah, that's weak. No,
Robbing
I
a
mean,
bank is weak too.
bro.
That really doesn't happen that much. People
mean-
steal online now.
Bro, you want to just do hate crimes on people?
No, I said one hate crime.
Lewis has been waiting for this opportunity his whole life.
Right.
One hate crime,
It's
non-lethal.
your hate crime. It's the purge of hate crimes. I mean, I'm just gonna. The bank is like, that's just fucking money is all not real anyway. So I'm not hurting anybody. You want to just fucking.
I said non-lethal.
I think we're painting Lewis.
I know.
Well, he started the
fucking
painting,
around.
and
The
we
person
continue.
will not
Yeah,
die.
I know.
Non-lethal, guys.
Oh, nice.
They'll
So
probably
just-
have a bump in there.
And then throw a bunch of roses at the end.
It might be a Puerto Rican. Who knows?
Right.
I mean, I'm just saying, All right, so good question. That's a good question. I'm gonna take that question home, and I'm gonna ask that question. to
That
my
was a
kids
good question.
And my wife. That's
Little
a good
heads
question.
up on that.
I know.
For next time.
You're an asshole.
Yeah,
Good
that's
job.
rough.
He comes out with the best answer in the world. And he's
I
like,
know,
what
right?
do you idiots got?
What do you got? And then
tell
we
you-
got to like an idiot over here and like
I'll tell you
fucking
the other
racist
one
over
off
here.
camera, but I got an off camera one.
Like, comment, subscribe, check us out. Danny, we hope to see you back next week.
Yep.
And yeah, balls out.
Balls
See
out.
ya.
We clap. We clap.
Balls out.